What is going on, everybody? Shout out to all the people hanging out right now, man. How's it going? Unfortunately, I did drop. Let's freaking go. Shout out to the whole chat. I was gonna let it marinate for a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I did freaking drop a video at the same time. Go ahead and watch the video on a different device while you're watching this stream on your phone. Watch the latest Raiders YouTube video. You can check it out later too. Watch the latest Raiders YouTube video I dropped. Watch it on a different device while you're hanging out here on your phone. So shout out to everybody, man. We're here a little bit early. If I have to go do something real quick, I'll go back to my loading screen. I might not, but was working out some tech stuff. Started out a little late, but I'm excited to see who our future franchise QB is gonna be. Fernando Mendoza or Dante Moore. So I wanted to play a quick game. Yeah, I wanted to do this game for the stream. So we'll set this up real quick. So let's get a little Mendoza picture. You know, him in his little suit. We'll do this. I want to do a game, and I'll explain this a little bit. What should we call it? Like good plays by each of them. Balling out plays. Ballerific plays. Dope plays. Goat plays. Because I want to count. I want to have a counter. Goat plays counter. You think my voice might be echoing? Nah, it's probably fine. Goat plays counter, or what do you guys think? Let's see. No, I'm good. Dope is never good. Yeah, dope's kind of a bad one. So Dante Moore, but let me know where you guys are watching from, man. Raider worthy plays, we could do that. So we'll get this set up. So the game starts at 4:30. Going to be going on right now, really soon. And yeah, we haven't done this in a while. So let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. See what's up. Let me know who you think's gonna win. I mean, I got Indiana. I think Indiana's winning it, obviously. I don't think that's a controversial. And the emojis work. Oh, and we already have bots, baby. Yes. I live for this shit. I live for bots. Let me see if I can get rid of them on my Ninja. So drop some emojis on screen. Apparently we can get rid of them here. Yeah, I really should have posted that video earlier, I think. And I had scheduled this live stream. Oh, you know what? Let me put that in my pinned comment in my video. I had scheduled this live stream, and then I had to take it down because I thought I might be leaving out of town. Well, since we don't have that many people here, I'm going to be a little unprofessional and just work on some stuff to get this live stream popping. But who do you guys think is going to win? Oregon Ducks or Indiana? I want to see it in the chat. Indiana or Oregon Ducks? I'm live right now. Okay, let's see. All right, we'll see. Indiana, I think Indiana and Oregon. Oregon has a pretty good defense too. So I don't think it's just straightforward that Indiana is going to be way better. And do we have a mod in here? John Raider Snake, thank you so much. But let me know if I'm feedbacking, guys. Give me the freaking... You guys are my tech advice. Okay. We'll go like this. Okay. And let's do All right, let's do this. And then, right. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. So you guys are seeing how the sausage gets made a little bit, huh? Kind of cool though. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, Goat Plays Tracker, right? Is that a good one, you guys think? All right, so we'll do Goat Plays Tracker. And then let's see how we're going to do this. Play counter. All right, right now it's 0-0. Okay. That looks good. That's a little too big of a number, though. Let's go a fucking little lower. Okay. That looks good, yeah? You guys understand what the hell I'm doing, right? Let me know if you understand what the hell I'm doing. But we're getting more people in here. We're just letting it ride. Let's pull a little Russell Wilson. We're letting it ride a little bit. The next Raider QB Bowl, exactly. So Goat Plays Tracker. Whenever we see a goat play by one of these guys, we'll go ahead and freaking give them some love. Give them some love here. Make that thing a little bigger. We don't need Willie that big, right? We don't need Wi-Fi Willie that big. I'm speaking in third person for some reason. We don't need me that big. I got to clean my freaking room though, bro. For sure. This room's looking bad. Let me know where you guys are from, man. I am out in the Pac Northwest right now. Let me know where you are at. I'm doing this live stream for fun, dude. Feel free to chime in on the chat. The whole chat will appear on the screen. I'll try to react to every message, man. Obviously, we appreciate any donations, and some of our top donors from the stream in our history, off the top of our head, especially as of late. Obviously, Tedford, who's in and out. Barstow Walker, Michael Wistock, Rebecca Diamond, and obviously thanks to John Raider Snake and Timberline moderating in the chat. All these people who've come through and hung out in the live streams, man, we really appreciate you. And we appreciate all the people who send donations too to help make this thing go, especially during games. And this is a great game to sort of go live and it still be sort of a Raider stream since it's super relevant. But regardless, man, we're reacting to the chat no matter what. So feel free to chime in. The chat helps us go. So chime in, let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. And I react to pretty much everything because I can't help myself sometimes. But we got people from North Louisiana. Right on. Where else are we from? Let me know where else you're from, guys. And maybe this is a little big. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, I'm all set up, dude. All I need is too bad I didn't grab any beers, but it's all good. I'll keep it sober right now. Maybe I'll get some at half. Depending on how good this game is, I might crack open some beers because there's a good possibility this shit is done. This shit is done quickly. Indiana straight worked Alabama last week. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes. Oh, dude, this is what we need to do. I totally forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, that is the sound of the day. Can you guys hear it? This is the sound of the day, baby. With the first #1 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select fill in the blank, man. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank, baby. And are the emojis working? Drop some emojis. I didn't see the freaking dogs coming up on the screen. Guys, drop some pirate flag emoji. Let me see if this shit pops up even for me. Let me see if this shit pops up. Oh, there we go. There we go. The honorary Raider pirate emoji. There we go. Okay, sweet. So we're freaking locked and loaded, bro. So hit the like button, man. Helps give some support. Dude, so should I bring back the retro song? I took it off. Should I bring back the retro song? I could still use it. The football retro. For some reason, I got paranoid about using it. I don't know. I thought people didn't like it. Some people like it? Oh, Rebecca Diamond hanging out right now. Appreciate you supporting the freaking show. Let's go. That was heavenly. And Rebecca Diamond, let's get the QB joust rolling, baby. Yes. Let's freaking go. Now's the time. Who is going to be the Raiders' next quarterback? Fill me in, baby. You guys let me know. I'm thinking Mendoza. Okay, I'll bring back the Tecmo Bowl. I'll make sure to bring that back next time. I just didn't know how that would sound looping over and over again. Oh, so you guys didn't hear the draft noise before? Oh, we need to make that louder. I see what you're saying. Here we go. Oh, it's loud in my earphones, but not loud in real life. All right, let me know. Let me know when you guys hear the draft sound. Mendoza. Okay, we got Mendoza. All right, so I know we got some people. I am not gonna stream the Panthers Rams game. I thought about it, but I'm not gonna stream the Panthers Rams game. I mean, we're not surprised we don't have too many people here for this one. I think it's because it's loud and clear, so maybe it's too loud. Or is it quiet? Okay. Let me know if that one's good. Yes, but it's quiet. Okay. The results will sway my choice for the number one pick, dude. I'm not a guy who's gonna just straight up be like, well, you know, I'm committed to this because I said it once. I'm totally open to all possibilities, bro. I totally, and I think everybody else should be. You know, if Dante Moore looks super athletic, if Mendoza, shows any limitations here, then I think that's a big day. I mean, I think they both these teams have played pretty good opponents though, so it seems like you kind of know what's up between both these quarterbacks. But hey, things could change. I mean, I think this is going to be a really even matchup. That's why the spread's 3 points. The Peach Bowl, baby. They're going to be playing the Miami Hurricanes and Carson Beck for the big enchilada. Oh man. Bears versus Packers. That would be cool to do. I mean, if I wasn't going to, if I was not going out of town, I would 100% do Panthers versus Rams, Bears versus Packers. I'd just do the whole thing. And unfortunately, I mean, for good or for worse, I am transitioning to just doing mainly Raiders content. I'll do some other stuff when it's a really big story, but I am primarily, so hopefully it doesn't piss people off, because I do have a lot of people who are other fans of other teams who've enjoyed, some of the videos when we cover, the hottest stories in the NFL, especially during the draft with the Shador drama. I used to just do videos about every single team, but I'm zeroing in. The Raiders are exciting again. We got the number one pick, and it's honestly just a lot easier for me to do. For me to do. Oh man. Unless you want to just not get it right when you're talking about other teams. For some reason, call me a perfectionist. I can't not get it right and talk out of my ass when I'm talking about some other team. So I got to look it all up. New video is out. Seems like it's doing okay. So hopefully we'll get some of the people who are seeing the video. Somebody's trying to hack into my Instagram right now. Dude, who people keep trying to hack into my Instagram. Okay, so you watched because I'm funny. All right, I'll start doing live reactions for all kinds of games. Because, dude, But every time I do live reactions, it just never takes off. It never takes off. Like whenever I do live reactions for other teams, it's always a dud. The only time it was not a dud recently is when I did the Phillip Rivers Colts game. And for Raiders, I used to have a pretty good audience, and then I got sick of doing Raiders lives. Honestly, you guys are all cool. I know a lot of your guys' names. I've talked to you guys a bunch, tons of times. But whenever we used to have like 500, 1,000 people in here, just so many people in there are so toxic, especially the Raiders fans. I hate to say it, but Raiders fans are like, and maybe it's every fan base. Maybe I just only know Raiders because I'm around Raiders a lot. But the ones who are on live chats a lot, when you get into the higher numbers, they're just so emotional, so negative, so mean. And I was just like, dude, why am I even doing this shit? Like, I don't even want to do, like, especially when the Raiders are losing under Antonio Pierce. I was like, I don't even want to do this shit. I could just make a video, you know, because I don't do this shit for the money. I do it for fun. So if it's like, if I'm not having fun, I'm just not going to do it. And a lot of people, you know, they got to do it. They got to get the money. So they got to make the videos. They got to go live all the time. Even if it's like dead, even if there's nothing going on. Me, if I'm not into it, I just don't do it. I mean, people might say that's not smart. I really don't care. I'm just like, I'm not going to do it if I'm not enjoying myself. So whenever I'm not interested in the stories, I dip out. I am gone. I am outie. But I'm all in right now, and I'm freaking pumped up for the first overall pick. And for the Raiders, should I ask? Should I ask AP for the freaking? Yeah, I'm gonna ask him for the press conference pass. That sounds good. Chambliss, dude. I think Chambliss might go into the draft. That's gonna be some interesting stuff. He was denied his eligibility in college. You know what I mean? So yeah, and this is how toxic people are. Someone is literally trying to hack into my Instagram right now. They did the forgot password thing. And I know it's just because I started making more Raiders videos lately. And so I link my Instagram, you know, in my description and my X just for people to connect on other platforms. You know what I mean? And dude, like what it's now someone's trying to hack in just because I've been posting more. It's just so weird, bro. It is so weird. Appreciate you, Rebecca Diamond. You know what? Everybody give a round of applause for Rebecca Diamond saying the positive things that's making Willie feel great about himself and life. Love you, Rebecca Diamond. Appreciate you. About time. About time we get some positivity about in the house tonight. Spytek's son should tell his dad to pick Mendoza. Hey, Spytek's son's having a big impact, dude. Hey, do not let your kid who's playing too much Madden dictate what you do in the draft. Dude, there is a bunch of crazy bots going on, right? I put this chat on subscriber only, even though I do not want to put this on subscriber only. I did it just because we have way too many bots in the house. Way too many bots. Hopefully people are, so the last video I did was a 10-minute video, posted it around 4:00. We'll see how many people come through to watch the Raiders' future quarterback. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So I need more locations, dude. I only got Louisiana. Some of you I already know. We got Long Beach from Brad. Who else do we got here, man? I'll bring back the Tecmo Bowl. I'll bring back the Tecmo Bowl for sure. So game should be starting in a few minutes. I don't know. You know what? Should I go sober or should I get some beers? Eureka and moving to Beaverton. Hey, Pack Northwester. There you go. Hey, yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of negativity. I was negative in my video about Max Crosby that I posted this morning, and people got upset. But look, dude, I don't make the news. I react to the news. I can't change the news, bro. And some people are so. And look, I understand, dude. If freaking you don't want to open up your phone and then you hear some stuff about Max Crosby leaving the Raiders and how there's still some unsettled things going on. Now it looks like maybe he had an issue with Brady. It wasn't really a Pete Carroll thing. That's the rumor out there. Some credibility to that. I understand people don't want to hear that shit. You know, they want to assume, especially in the offseason, they want to assume that everything is going up, everything is trending upwards. But it's like, dude, how dishonest, and it would be irresponsible to not bring it up on the YouTube channel. It would be completely irresponsible to do that. So you got to bring it up, whether good or bad. And you know, some people take that as like, hey, you know, Willie, you're inventing this, or you're bringing this up, and now I'm pissed at you. Really, I think it's just them taking out their anger on me, you know, due to the situation. You know what I mean? Because if they really thought that there was no way possible, you know, Crosby could be moved in this offseason, if there's not tension there, then they wouldn't even take it seriously. They wouldn't even have an emotional reaction. So it sucks. I think they'll work it out. But that means there is something to work out. There is something that still needs to be worked out. And we'll see if maybe Brady and the Raiders play a little bit of hard ball. You can do that with somebody like Crosby. Say, hey, you know, even if you're upset with the state of affairs, you're upset that we got to rebuild, upset that we got a brand new coach, upset that we shut you down for the last 3 games so you couldn't have your stats that can help you go to the Hall of Fame, getting some more sacks the last 3 games of the season. You know, you're going to have to stay here. You know, we want to keep you. We don't want to move you. We're not getting an offer that's good enough to warrant sending you away. They could play hardball with him if he wants to go out. Maybe he gets excited about the Mendoza thing, and he's like, you know what? I don't even want out, dude. I understand you guys had to do what you had to do. I was just upset at the time because I didn't want to be shut down. Or, hey, I still don't want to be shut down in the future. Don't do that again, please. Out of respect for me. I hope so. But I also hope that Fernando Mendoza balls out today in this game, baby. Let's freaking go. Mendoza. Woo. Let me know what is too loud on my soundboard and what is too quiet. I really need your guys' feedback, because when new people come in here, I don't want to scare them away. So try to help me out. Really appreciate it. You guys have done a good job so far. So they're doing their predictions, man. I'm interested to see what Nick Saban and Pat McAfee pick. They're doing their predictions right now. We're gonna be the strongest glue forever because we are flipping champs. My favorite by Mendoza was we're flipping champs. Let's go. Instead of the F word, he says flipping. Dude, this is the first time that I felt racist. Because you guys know me, dude. I am not woke at all. Like you guys have seen me cover the Gruden stuff. Most of you know how I am. And if you don't know how I am, whatever. I'm for everybody, but I am definitely not on that woke side. I just have an issue with some of these things, you know? I don't like when people bring ethnicity or race into things and whatnot, and gender and all that. It just, to me, I just feel like it's distracting from the main point at hand usually. And this is a rare case where I'm just like, dude, because it's the Raiders organization, a primarily Latino fan base, at least a huge one because they were on the West Coast. This Mendoza thing, man, it's just a match made in heaven. How often is it where a Latino QB is the projected #1 overall pick? He is the Joe Burrow of this draft class. He is the Caleb Williams of this draft class. I wouldn't say the Bryce Young. They probably should have taken CJ Stroud, but maybe the Bryce, maybe hopefully not the Bryce Young of the draft class, the Cam Ward of the draft class. So everybody is going Indiana. This makes me scared, bro. This makes me scared that everybody's going Indiana. That's making me think that this might be a freaking trap game. I hope not. Or a shocking underdog upset. So McAfee and Nick Saban are definitely going Indiana. They win Indiana. Saban already won Indiana. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Game is going to get going in a few minutes here. Not a trap. I mean, I used the wrong term, but, Indiana is now the favorite because of how the season has transpired. And so I'm just scared that maybe we're going to see a shocker here. Since everybody's picking Indiana to win. Uh-oh, I get a little burps. My bad there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get this game going, bro. You guys said 4:30. Now what? It's already past 4:30. It is already past 4:30. We're supposed to be flipping champs. All right, so commercial break right now. I'll get the little game thing here. So how many of you guys are watching the game along with this? Are you guys super relying on me to like tell you everything what's going on with the game? People are upset with Brady. Look, Brady better not. Brady's already screwed up some hires. He screwed up some roster decisions. He better not fuck with the Max Crosby shit. He better not screw that up too. Excuse my language, but that's strike 3. And he better get this next hire right. It's all on him. This is do or die for Brady. So I think he's going to buckle down. I would if I was him, because he's going to hurt his reputation, man, if he doesn't. Let me go ahead and close this window real quick. So some of you still at work. All right, if you're still at work, then I'll freaking do the intense play-by-play, and then I'll have the little graphic on the screen. Yeah, I'll have the little art on the screen. The little thing on the screen is usually slightly ahead of me. Sometimes it lines up pretty well. But that YouTube TV, bro. Dude, people love Sam's Club. Okay, Sam's Club or Costco? This is the debate. Sam's Club or Costco? If you had to only go to one store for the rest of your life, Sam's Club or Costco, which one are you choosing? Kurt Signetti, showing him on the screen. I had an NSAID last night for my headache. Naproxen. I took 2 naproxen last night. So that's why I'm scared to have a beer right now. I mean, I'm too precious with that, dude. I can't have like a beer when I do like a Tylenol or naproxen. Like, I'm not down. Costco. Sam's Club is growing on me. Sam's Club's growing on me. Sam's Club. There's no Costco. Costco's only a West Coast thing. Really? No way. Maybe I'm so cloistered because I've literally only lived. I've visited other places, but I've only really lived on the West Coast. I've only been to West Coast and like mainly Texas. I mean, like for like a long time, a big period of time. Then I visited other states, but I've only like really lived for like years on the West Coast. Okay, so they got them in Florida and they got them in the South. No Costco in the South. Wow. Whew. Okay, some of you guys work for. Okay, you guys are in Costco. I like getting the little Costco card where you get the picture profile on it, right? It's always cool. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no Costco like in the Northeast. But Midwest, I could see it. South, I could see it. Whatever. So, ceremony's about to begin. Kickoff's about to begin. I mean, they're like, I think it's evenly matched. They're chatting Mendoza right now. They're complimenting Mendoza's air yards. And we got our tracker, dude. So anytime someone makes a play, a play that we think is just like, wow, not a routine throw that you should make, but just a great play, we'll go ahead and update the tracker here. We'll be tracking some stats of our own. These are from the heart, man. It could be a clutch moment. It could be 4th down, 4th and 10. What are you gonna do? Do you execute? Do you crack under pressure? Even if it's just an 11-yard pass, stuff like that could become a GOAT play. Are you scrambling? It looks like you're going to be sacked, but you break a couple tackles. Even if you get 4 yards, you turn something that could have been -10 into a positive gain. You know, on 1st down, on 2nd down, 3rd down. Maybe not 3rd down because you probably should make a better play than that. That's a GOAT play, right? Or just a throw that's just a straight dime. A throw that makes me go, ooh, that is going to be tracked as a GOAT play. So And you guys let me know, man, when you guys see a play, what needs to be considered a GOAT play. And we'll see who wins at the end of this, dude. I mean, at the very end of this, it is very possible that I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I think Mendoza had, or I think Dante Moore had more GOAT plays. It's very possible. All right, so they're going to do an announcement right now. Let me double check all my stream shit, make sure everything's good. I think we had some more people roll through, which is cool. Hit the like button. We only have like a few people here, man. Everybody hit the like button to help this stream. We're starting these back up. So we honestly got some low numbers, but we're building back. We're building back better. Appreciate you, Rebecca Diamond. We're going to get that game art here in a second. Dude, I knew to bring up Costco, dude. We all love freaking Costco. We all love talking about, because what does everybody do? You know, at the end of the day, we're all freaking going to bed, taking a dump, washing our ass, hopefully, and we're eating some damn food at the grocery store. We're going to Costco. I mean, that's really what life is most of the time, right? Yeah, yeah, bro. We're trying to build these streams back, dude. I'm building back better. Come on, man. All right. I got to take these headphones off a little bit. I think when I wear these headphones, it makes me talk way louder than I need to talk. And I'll end up like losing my voice and shit like that. So I don't want that to happen. So I'll take these off, man. Take them off. I think I got the audio calibrated. I'm going to freaking take some notes during this thing too. I won't ruffle too many papers right here. So we'll do some notes. Maybe we'll make a little short video even after the stream, regardless. Yeah. You know, I feel like with this live streams, I feel like we're like a team. You know, even with this Raiders channel. So it's like, I like to keep you guys in on the game plan. Like lately I've been breaking the fourth wall and just talking about what the hell I'm going to do with the channel. You know, I told you guys I'd make more Raiders stuff. I made a little bit video earlier. It came by while you guys were freaking trying to come to the stream. And now we're game planning what to do. Oh, and this video is doing better. See, and that's the thing. Nobody wanted to hear the Tom Brady. Nobody wanted to hear the Tom Brady Crosby shit. So that video did not do well, even though that video was like straight facts. Like that is something that's going on that people are talking about. I mean, it's the basic news. New York Times, The Athletic, you know, the top reporters, that's what they're talking about. And you could say, oh, it's a conspiracy theory against the Raiders. Whatever, dude. I mean, they said that about Devontae Adams until he was eventually traded. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, the Raiders fans didn't want to hear that. So that video didn't perform well. We got an update on the coaching hiring. That video is doing much better, even though it's a good update, but a coach has not been hired yet. Right? I mean, it'd be on all the big TV stations. With different strokes for different folks. I think also I'm personally into different stories than what other people are into. Like, and I think I have to learn to be like, you know what? Even though this isn't something that I'm necessarily would super want to talk about all the time. If Raider Nation wants to talk about it, maybe I got to go for it. You know what I mean? In the hopium. Yeah, the hopium. And sometimes I'm like, all right, well, let's wait till some shit shakes out first. You know what I mean? But nothing wrong with that, dude. I'm down to give my thoughts on all the coaching hires and the interviews that are happening right now, the openings and the video. Yeah. So hopefully it's working out. The video is saying to come here because this, I think, right now, if you're a Raiders fan, I think this is the freaking most important thing to do today is to watch this game and see which of these quarterbacks are the better quarterback to draft at that pick number 1. I feel like this is the most important thing to do right now if you're a Raiders fan. And I also think that, you know, obviously it's a body of work. You don't want to go based off one game. But you also want to care about clutch games, the biggest moments, the bright lights. And this is it. This is the biggest moment in both of these quarterbacks' life. This game right here. So that's why I feel like how they perform today. Granted, I know it's, you know, there's 11 people on the field, not just one guy. But I think this is huge, man. This is going to say a lot of what the ceiling, what the floor is for these guys. And this is huge to me, man. Yeah, man. And in terms of who I want the Raiders to get, now here, here's what, I mean, in terms of who I want the Raiders to get, I'm going based on who they've actually interviewed, because on one level I could just say, oh yeah, I want them to grab this, like I want them to grab Gruden, or I want them to grab Brian Dable. Like I could say that, but they haven't interviewed him, right? There's no interview request that they submitted. They haven't interviewed Brian Flores either. So of the people they've actually interviewed that they have a scheduled interview with, number one is obviously Clint Kubiak, and number two is Kevin Stefanski, who they interviewed yesterday. They interviewed Stefanski yesterday, and they interviewed Kubiak today. I got Kubiak number one, Stefanski number two. That's where I'm at. Shout out to the first live stream of the year. Right on, man. 2026. 80% Indiana. I forgot. What city are they in again? Let me see. The Peach Bowl is always where? I forget. Atlanta. Atlanta, baby. Ooh. Well, that's a closer flight for the Indiana fans, right? Dan Lanning's coming out. Uh-oh. Bro, college football playoffs. Let's go. I'm excited. And here's my big kicker. Here's where I want to lose all of you because I'm such a troll. We're going to get Kubiak and we got to bring Gino back. Where's my picture? Where's my picture? Gino. Gino's like, y'all bros think you're going to take my spot? Y'all QBs think you can take my spot? Hell no. Oh, shit. All right, so here we go, man. Ducks are walking out. I want some fucking football already. I want these bros to come out already, dude. I'm freaking anxious already. What do you? It's taking too long. Let me see if we got more updates. I had to do my Gino. Until he's off the team, I always got to do a shout out to Gino. Oh shit! So the Dolphins hired a general manager. Oh, what? Commanders are hiring blah blah. David Blau to be their new. Oh wow! Commanders got their offensive coordinator David Blau. A lot of shit's moving around right now, dude. All right, so 1 second. All right. Finally, they got the coin toss. And no Mendoza or Moore as the captains during the coin toss. All right. We'll see who gets it. Whoa. Let me see. So David Blau they got rid of Cliff Kingsbury. Now they got David Blau as offensive coordinator for the Commanders. People say Giants or Harbaugh. Nothing official yet. Okay, so nothing with because I want to see what's going on with the Dolphins. Okay. So coin toss reacting. Okay, so nothing too crazy with the news. Indiana wins the toss. What's going down? And Indiana is deferring, so we're going to see Dante Moore, the Oregon Duck, to take the field on offense first. And because I live in the Pac Northwest now, I will say the Oregon Ducks last year were my third favorite college team, because number 1's Fresno State, number 2 is Texas Tech, and number 3 was the Oregon Ducks last year. But now I've switched it where my third favorite college football team is the Indiana Hoosiers, dude. Indiana Hoosiers, and now Oregon Ducks are my fourth, bro. So, because I'm excited to watch Mendoza's brother be quarterback. I hope he's the starting quarterback once freaking, what's it called? Fernando goes to the pros this year. My bad, I'm blanking. I think I need some coffee too. Yeah, 5 o'clock having coffee. I don't know about that. Let me turn on the lights, baby. The neon lights. All of the lights. All of the lights. Ooh, yes. Is this better than every Raiders game this year? I know, right? This is already more exciting. Woo! All right, hey. And the return in plowed by the special teams. The returner never had a shot, man. The Hoosiers are getting buck wild. Dante Moore, only 20 years old, man. Third in completion percentage this year, though. Don't sleep on the guy. All right, injury for the Hoosiers on that special teams kickoff. But yeah, he was plowed, bro. But hopefully this guy's all right, man. That's not good. You don't want to see that early on in a game. Oh, he's getting up. He's getting up. He's getting up on his own power. I love to see that. Gino was like, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry, sorry. Okay, so 1st and 10. The first play of the mother effing Peach Bowl, baby. Let's go. Oh, Dante Moore is definitely going to enter the draft, dude. He's definitely going to enter the draft. I mean, you got a chance to be picked second. I mean, I think you enter the draft, dude. A lot of people have this smoke about Dante Moore not wanting to go to the Jets. I think he still enters, dude. I mean, you're going to be the number 2 pick to the number 1 pick. What if he gets injured next year in college football? What if he gets injured right now? Dante Moore in the shotgun to throw, 3-step drop, a quick throw and intercepted on the first throw and a touchdown. Pick 6, Indiana Hoosiers on the first play of the fucking game. Dante Moore with the pick to start. This is not looking good, and the stadium is going wild for the Indiana Hoosiers. Minus a point there. I think you're right, dude. 3-step drop, pick 6. Are you freaking kidding me? And Dan Lanning is giving a pep talk. It is loud there, dude. It is loud. You cannot hear a soul. I don't think can Dante Moore recover from this? Can he recover from this, dude? I'm sorry. A pick 6 on your first, that's a -1. 7-0. Fernando Mendoza didn't have to take the freaking field. Bro, that's a negative. I know, that was cheeks, bro. Yes, like the stream. Click the like button on the stream, man. Help support us. We're trying to build back up because we took too many breaks past couple years, but we're going to build back up the stream. A lot of people I still recognize from the streams over the past few years. But, yeah, I can stop the count. But hit the like button, man, and help support the stream so it spreads more awareness, man. And, participate in the chat. Participate in the chat really helps get the stream going, too, man. We want to hear what your thoughts, everything you have to say, too. But, I mean, you really, it's so hard to recover. I mean, it's not even a contest now. Unless Fernando really messes this up, dude. Pick 6, first play. And by the way, there was no pressure. There was no pressure on that throw when you saw it. It was just a 3-step drop. He had time. He stared down one receiver. Easy pick. And what's going to happen on this? Oh, dude, he looks shook too. By the way, like, look at him. He looks shook. He looks shook, and it is all red. So, Dan Lanning, you got to be smart, man. Hand the football off. Hand the football off, bro. So, what? 10 picks on the year. Last time was 3 picks in 2 games against Indiana Hoosiers so far. He threw only 1 pick last time he played him. He was looking like Gino. All right, a dump to the left, short run. All right, let's see what's going on here. Refresh, bro. This thing needs a refresh. Hey, man, don't put too much pressure on them, Rebecca Diamond. They got their own operation. They going on, man. I don't need to be involved. Let them do their thing. 2nd and 6 for Indiana and a handoff on the right side. And there you go. The running game's going and a first down for the Oregon Ducks. He had a 4-yard gain and now a 10-yard gain. 2 stretch runs. Okay, dude, we got to get rid of this, guys, because I am not down with that username, dude. I'm sorry. That is not chill, bro. I can't. Yeah, I can't do that, dude. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, play action. Screenplay. Harris getting a 10-yard gain, and now Indiana's defense is on their heels. So 2 runs by the running back. Then he had a screenplay. Still not relying on Dante Moore's arm yet. No GOAT play that I could say. Just that huge negative. But we'll keep our eyes peeled on the GOAT tracker. And you guys let me know which quarterback does a GOAT play next, man. Hey, if they ask, feel free to let them know. I was just hoping that you weren't, feeling like doing that stuff for me. You know what I mean? 1st and 10, though, and a handoff up the middle, a dive. Only a 3-yard gain. Man, this is kind of what's whack about this is I wanted to see Mendoza on the field already. I'm sold already. The DC car emojis. Might have to get a Mendoza emoji next. 2nd and 7. And a completion. It would have been on a corner pattern on a 3-step drop on 2nd and 7. Mendoza to the tight end, but the tight end dropped it. I mean, Dante Moore to the tight end, but the tight end dropped it. He reeled it. He should have reeled it in. Oh, his hand placement was pretty poor. So incomplete pass for Moore, but I'm going to say that's not his fault, man. I think he threw a pretty good ball there to the tight end. Yeah, the tight end's usually on the money, bro. 3rd and 7. For Moore at the 49-yard line of Indiana. To throw, 3-step drop, dumps it off to the running back on a check down. And a first down. Stayed patient. The pressure came. The running back sat there up the middle. Did a little out route. Safety valve for the quarterback there. Great job there, man. So Dante Moore has only had one deep throw, and that went for a drop, incompletion. Now he's at the 40-yard line of Indiana. They're moving down the field, relying on the run game a lot. A screen, dump off to the running back, and now a handoff up the middle. Broken tackle, but a 3-yard gain. Now going to be second and about 7. Man, this mother effer has taken a while to update. So I think I am going to be ahead of this this little thing here. I'm going to try to refresh it. This tracker. I'm going to be slightly ahead of this tracker for those of you relying on it. So 2nd and 7 here right now, and the pistol formation and a handoff. The running back wrestles for a 4-yard gain. Going to be 3rd and 3 for the Oregon Ducks. Not relying on his arm still, I will say. So, taking a look at this, man, even though we want to say, oh, it's over, it's already decided, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but there's always a possibility that Fernando Mendoza, especially against this tough Oregon Ducks defense, makes some errors of his own. I don't think he will make the errors, but it's possible. To throw on 3rd and 3, plenty of time. He gets the ball to the back. Dante Moore staying patient with it, and a 1st down. Completion to Harris. Just a modest 5-yard gain. And when you take a look at this play, just a 3-step drop, looks deep, streaks, and just takes the safety valve of the back. Linebacker was playing a little bit soft on the running back. A lot of throws to the running back on this drive for Moore. And now you got a fresh set of downs. You're sitting pretty healthy inside the 33 of Indiana. Could this be a tie ball game? And a keeper read option. Moore up the middle and a 7-yard gain right up the gut. Read option counter play. Could have gave it to the running back for him to bounce side. He takes it up the gut, showing that athleticism, showing that size. And hey, I'm the guy who's saying it's open and shut Mendoza, but I am not going to act like this guy Dante Moore is not a really talented, interesting prospect who, if, hey, Tom Brady makes the decision in the evaluation that this is the guy instead, you got to trust it for us Raiders fans, man. 2nd and 4 now, so it's a 6-yard gain in the red zone finally. Under center, I like to see a quarterback under center. Play action, rolling to the right, throwing on the run, and a completion for a 1st down. To the wide receiver, Sadiq. Or a tight end, sorry. And he's the one who had the drop a little bit earlier, too. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So, I mean, they're moving right now, dude. I mean, it seems pretty open and shut that this is going to be a score here. What do you guys think, man? Timeout here by Indiana trying to catch their breath, maybe being on the field a little too much. So drop some emojis. Let me know how you feel right now. Who do you think is going to win in this matchup now? Is it still open and shut? Do you think Dante Moore is going to pull it off and score on this drive? What do you guys think about that? Or you think he's going to blow it? You think he's going to blow it at some point when it comes down to it? Dude, that freaking emoji with these bots. So I'm trying to see if, to me, there wasn't a GOAT play on that drive so far. For you, like, they moved the ball down the field, but I feel like they moved the ball down the field with running back, check downs. The best throw ended up being a drop to the tight end. I like the play action rollout under center. I like the run, the read option run. It was a designed run, though. So I haven't seen a GOAT play, in my opinion. If you guys disagree, let me know. Yeah, I still don't think I see one where I'm like, where I want to take that -1 away and go back to 0 for Dante Moore. Make sure you drink your water, dude. Oh man, I wish I had pizza and beer. I got a diet though. I cut up some freaking tuna, raw tuna. What's it called? Ahi tuna. I cut up some frozen ahi tuna on some rice and some broccoli. I was eating healthy this morning, dude. Pretty good, huh? Chef Willie. You didn't think Willie's a little chef here. Chef Willie, baby. With some shoyu sauce, not even soy sauce. I went bougie with it. Got shoyu sauce. Pull my shirt down so I look skinnier. Chef Willie, call me Chef Willie. But not Skinny Willie, unfortunately. What do you guys think? Should I just DoorDash the beers or what? Let's see how much more does it cost to DoorDash beers? Or maybe I should be a bottle of wine. What do you guys think? Wine or beer? We're talking about me getting healthy and jacked, and now I'm ordering wine or beer for this game. I forgot to go to the store. So now I want wine or beer. Because, dude, especially the fourth quarter, I am not getting liquor. I should have drove to the store because then I could have got one of those little tiny liquor bottles, but I am not getting liquor. If you want me to get more lit, if anything, sake and beer would be the mix. $7-Eleven or Safeway. We'll see what's up. All right, here we go. Game back on. Dante Moore under center at the 17-yard line. Play a handoff here to the right side and tackle for a loss on first down. Going to be 2nd and 13. The defense makes a play after getting rode on a little bit. Wait, you can't DoorDash beer in your state? Even in California, you could DoorDash beer. Dude, what state is so strict you can't be DoorDash? Oh, Texas. I forgot when I was in Texas, you can't DoorDash beer, right? 2nd and 12. 19-yard line. Play action. Moore has so much time on a 3-man rush and overthrows it incomplete on 2nd and 12. Intended for the running back. Now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Moore and company. So this Miller Lite can, dude, see, I don't like when the cans are too tall. Topo Chico hard seltzer. That's expensive, bro. 3rd and 12. Dropping back on 3rd and 12. Dante Moore gets rid of it in a high pass, but complete. And a touchdown to Johnson. Dante Moore stayed patient with it on 3rd and 12 and a touchdown pass in the red zone, tying the football game. Jamari Johnson reeling it in. Great play, dude. Let me see the replay to see if I could really say, hey, you know what? That's a point. I mean, that was a pretty good throw in the red zone in traffic. I think you got to give him credit for that. I'm going to wipe it away. He came back too. I like the fact that you just threw a pick 6 on your opening drive. Your head coach called some good plays for you, get you comfortable handing the ball off, gave you a couple screens, gave you a couple, safety valve checkdowns to the running back up the middle. But then he stayed patient. He didn't choke. In the red zone, a 3rd and 12, 3-step drop, delivered a pass right on the money, right where it needed to be, near 2 defenders, and he got the touchdown. So I like the fact that he didn't crack, dude. That was a clutch moment for Dante Moore after throwing a pick 6, after looking like shit in the beginning of the game. So I'm happy for the guy. I think he bounced back there. I think that makes him break even after the pick six. Yeah, yeah, he's technically thrown 2 touchdowns. Exactly. That's awesome. All right, man. Commercial break. And now we are finally going to see the man of the hour when we get back. The one and only Fernando Mendoza. Be tons of fun, dude. We'll see what's going on. So yeah, dude. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just get load up. I don't want to get too many. I mean, I only really wanted like a 6-pack. You know what I mean? But dude, beer. When did beer become so expensive, dude? Like, I feel like that's just such BS. We like, you know, we got to blow off steam as people, man. We can't just have all this like overpriced BS. And yeah, how are we gonna function out here, man? How are people gonna enjoy the tailgates when you got to spend an arm and a leg on these beers? Shout out to all the new people joining the stream, man. Hit the like button. We'll be you know, if you're new to the stream, haven't been here yet, we got a GOAT Plays tracker. Where because this all we care about is who the Raiders should draft. I'm leaning towards Mendoza, obviously. And we want to track the GOAT plays that these guys make. We gave Dante Moore a -1 after the pick 6. We let him break even because we like the touchdown drive and the even though that was a lot of the run game and play calling, but we liked how he ended it with the touchdown throw in slightly tight coverage on 3rd and 12 in the red zone. That's a clutch moment. Ooh, Chick-fil-A commercial. That sounds good right now. So we let him break even. Now let's see what Mendoza does. Let's check out Mendoza. I don't like these uniforms by the Ducks. I don't like the new logo. I think they should go back with the old one. Who are you rooting for? Let me know in the chat. We got somebody saying they're rooting for Mendoza. New people here. Let me know who you're rooting for. Hit the like button on the way in to help support the stream. Should I get a 4 Loco or still reserve? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I feel like DoorDash is charging twice exactly. I think it'd be cheaper at the store, so I'm cool. Mendoza, but you want the Ducks to win? Ducks are technically my 3rd team before the Mendoza season. Yeah, the Ducks are technically my 3rd favorite college team outside of, you know, Fresno State and Texas Tech. But I was rooting for Texas Tech against the Ducks last week, man. Mendoza now taking the field in the pistol formation, a handoff at the top of the screen, going for a minimal gain of about 1 yard. And the leader in touchdown passes in the FBS is Fernando Mendoza, 1% behind Dante Moore in completion percentage. And let's see how Fernando does it right here, right now on 2nd and 9. In the shotgun, dropping back, a 4-man rush, a quick throw, but high, but complete for a modest gain of about 5 yards. Going to be about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4. Let's see what's happening right now, man. Remember who made that one song? I'm loco for the locos when 4 Loco was a big trick. Not good, dude. That stuff, I'm joking. That stuff makes you sick. Okay, so 3rd down, 3rd and 4. 31-yard line of their own territory in Indiana. Fernando in the shotgun, a blitz, but they pick it up. He gets rid of it deep, and a big completion to the wide receiver on the outside. Huge throw With the blitz being picked up, Mendoza stayed strong, got rid of it on the outside. Tough grab, tough catch. While you're being wrestled, working through contact here, big play. And that was a perfectly timed back shoulder throw, but I don't know if that's more the throw or if that was more just the great catch by Surratt. And a handoff now up the middle on first down, a 3-yard gain. I might have to give Mendoza one on that. I mean, that was a better throw than Dante Moore made his entire drive besides the end. I love those back shoulders, though, man. I got to give him one on that, man. Great. Oh, now we're talking about loco flavors. No. All right, 2nd and 6 after that run. And is there a false start or a timeout? False start against Indiana. The right tackle had a false start, Benson. So I mean, he always does well on that back shoulder. But that's in the NFL, that's going to be huge, that back shoulder throw. 2nd and 11, and it was a blitz pickup. No pressure, though, but he didn't panic. On 2nd and 11, he hands it off up the middle. The back gets about 4 to 5 yards. So now we got a 3rd and 5. Shout out to all the people we have here, man. We're now at 72 likes. We could be at 115 likes. Hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know how you're feeling in the chat, man. We want more people to participate in the chat. I only have it on subscriber-only mode to get out the bots. 3rd and 4. Dropping back, Mendoza to throw, and a quick throw on the outside on the out route, and a completion. First down on 3rd and 4. And then Indiana's moving now, baby. Let's see if I got ESPN2. I'm out. Oh, man. All right, so on first down now. First down, the handoff. 6-yard gain, and now both these teams able to run the football pretty well. Okay, I found a broadcast. It seems like it's a little bit more ahead. We are not getting Mad Dog 2020. And a handoff, man. A big run, first down. Now at the 11. And okay, yeah, so this is still a little bit behind me. Okay. So first down now at the 11-yard line. Oh man, I wish I had some lucky logger. That's true. Actually, more the 17-yard line. In the shotgun and a handoff. No one bites on the read option of Mendoza. And towards the end zone. Did he get it? Push out of bounds at the 5. All right. 1st and goal inside the 5. Yeah. I just feel like all this beer is marked up on DoorDash, or else I'd freaking do it. But I can't do it when I see it so marked up. All right, 1st and goal. 6-yard line and a handoff. Oh, tackled behind the line. Now going to be 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. Sorry, I'm looking to see if I should get these beers. Second and goal here. A quick throw to the outside and complete by Mendoza on the outside. Easy touchdown. You knew he was going to get it. You knew it was happening. And there you have it. Is that who the Raiders are grabbing? And I got to see the replay on that one. Is that one of those plays where you just say, all right, sign me up for Mendoza? And the completion. There you go. That was that might be another point for Mendoza. Let me see. Oof. Corner route perfectly placed. Would have been good in the NFL. I mean, that was clutch timing, good delivery. All right, so should I just get... What do you guys think? Should I get a 6-pack of freaking beer? Should I get a 6-pack of porter beer? Let me try to get as close as I can to the future. 6-pack of porter beer, or should I get light beer and some sake? I'm trying to get this shit over with, though, so I move on and freaking go back to just focusing on this damn game. Okay, if I'm going to do the sake, I need some low-calorie beer. And not Smirnoff Ice. I can't do Smirnoff Ice. What? They're charging this much for Kentucky Cold Snacks beers? I like High Life. I like Kentucky Cold Snacks. Bro. I mean, this is a good deal for... Bro, they want too much. The one thing I like about the Raiders fans is they are done with Geno 1 year. Raiders fans. So what you think Seattle should have moved on from Geno sooner? That's a little harsh. $11. Oh man. $20. 13. Uh-oh. Shroom stick. Let me find the cheapest freaking beer. Sorry, guys. I do go to bodegas. I don't like to order beers like DoorDash and all that stuff, but I didn't get it in time. I'm looking for the cheapest, best deal just to get a little bit of something. Not something too nasty, though. I can't freaking hurt myself here. You know what I mean? I got to drive tomorrow, too. All right, so they got the special teams. Game's going to come back on. We're going to see some Dante Moore in a second. All right, here we go. I think I got my cheap mix. I got my cheap mix, baby. We're with this. All right, so 1st and 10 for Dante Moore. Handing off with a 4-yard gain. The drive begins now 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6, actually, after that 4-yarder. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll just have to go and sign whenever they're here. I'm good to go. 2nd and 6 now. Let's see if we can see a GOAT play from Dante Moore. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. I think we're going to get time here. End of the first. Let me know how everything's sounding. Holy shit, I almost spilled this freaking water everywhere. Yeah, Hunter Renfrow released, bro. Wait, Ashton Genty says he has Mendoza winning it? No, he didn't. Where does he say that? I do not drink IPAs. Those hurt my stomach too much. I don't care. I like porters or stouts more than IPA. Oh, Ashton Genty is live. Dude, he doesn't have that many freaking, well, because he plays video games, dude. Video games, that's okay. Would you bring Ruggs back? Oh, man, I don't know about that. I wouldn't open up that can of worms, man. That's a little too wild for me. I think it'd just be way too big of a distraction, personally. You know what I'm thinking? I mean, I could be playing a game while I'm watching this game, but I want to be able to give some good play-by-play and reaction. And that's what a lot of people do. All right, still commercial break. Let me see how many likes we got at this point. 82. We can get to 100. We're at 82, baby. We can get to 100. You guys think it's gonna make Mendoza gangster? I got to take a leak real quick, right? 1 sec. By the way, guys, I need a freaking general contractor in freaking Pac Northwest. Wow, so early in the year, everybody was saying the Ducks are going to beat the freaking Indiana. .64 blitz. I'm not gonna lie, it would be tempting to play Fortnite while reacting to this game, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm staying focused, dude. I forget that it's Friday. It all bleeds. When you get older, man, it all bleeds together, doesn't it? 2nd and 6. Mendoza with the handoff. 3-yard gain. Now a 3rd and 2. Or Dante Moore with the handoff for the Oregon Ducks. 3rd and 2. I haven't been playing too many games recently because I've been getting a little more stuff done around the house and working a little more, but whenever I do play, I've been playing Fortnite. Fortnite and Madden. I wish I was playing more interesting games. I am playing though. That's all I'm playing. 3rd and 1. An emotion with Moore in the shotgun. Another handoff on 3rd and 1, but they stuff him behind the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers are stout in the run defense right now. 4th and 3, dude. And what looked like, maybe it could have been a promising drive for the Oregon Ducks. They played it too conservative, running the ball twice in a row, not putting the game in Dante Moore's hands at all. Little disappointing there, man, I have to say. Okay, and the punt. And now we will see Fernando Mendoza, baby. Excited to see him take the field, man. But yeah, let me know what video games you guys are playing. Whenever I look up Raiders, I see Arc Raiders as a possible game, or as a popular game. But yeah, Fortnite, Madden, that's all I've been playing. I used to play Age of Empires a lot. It's too long, so I stopped playing. That's pretty much it. I kind of want to play Fight Night. I haven't even played the newest Fight Night, but I wonder if they still have that game, the boxing game. Well, yeah, what's the most popular boxing game right now? So we're at commercial break right now, just in case you guys don't know. Commercial break, commercial break, commercial break. Undisputed? Okay, okay. Do they even still have basketball games anymore? Oh yeah, Helldivers is popular. I remember Fight Night used to be so fun, bro. They still have Fight Night? What about Renfro? Go Indiana. I ain't playing PS3. I gotta see what Arc Raiders is like to play it. Siege. I don't need any more anger problems. Smite. I've never played Smite. Fight Night Champions is old. Helldivers too. I know that game is popular. Oh, you gotta have people to play with. For Helldivers, I could probably get a couple people. Dude, I do not think Mendoza is going to be smoking cigars. We got to put the Antonio Pierce era out of here. I've been wanting to play the new Twisted Metal. I haven't played it yet. I used to play when I was younger. To me, I like anything multiplayer, though. That's why I like Fortnite. Oh, so, dude, they don't make boxing games anymore because they just do MMA video games, huh? Dude, honestly, I like boxing more than I like MMA. A hot take. Or I would play old school RuneScape. When I was younger and a kid, I would play that. But dude, that's too much freaking, that's a lot of time. I don't have time to be chopping virtual wood right now. I will play Lego Fortnite with some friends sometimes. It's the closest I'll get to RuneScape. All right, here we go. Fernando Mendoza, 1st and 10. In the shotgun with the back of the backfield. And the handoff. No gain. Which one's the clan? Is that on Arc Raiders? You know what? I might play a pool video game. Because I whenever I go to a bar, I like playing pool tables. So I heard that if you actually play video games, it actually, like a pool video game, it actually might help you out on how to do it in real life. 2nd and 10. Another handoff, 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7. Dude, I love playing pool, dude. It just gives you something to do instead of just only drinking at a bar. And it's a fun game where it's like you're not looking at a screen. Because I'm looking at screens too much, dude. Doing YouTube and all that, video editing, all this shit. I'm like, I kind of get over looking at screens. 3rd and 8. Here we go. 2 runs by both of these offenses back to back, and a blitz by the safety. Mendoza steps up in the pocket. He's going to run, and he has some speed, and Mendoza gets a big gain of about 15 yards, escapes the safety blitz, and uses his legs in the biggest run by a quarterback of the night. Goes with Fernando Mendoza. GOAT play tracker. Woo! We're adding that one, dude. Number 3 for Mendoza. Able to escape. They said he wasn't as athletic as Dante Moore. That looks pretty athletic to me, dude. Hell freaking yeah. 1st and 10, and now a handoff to the back on the outside. They pull a guard, and they get about a 4-yard gain. What a great play. I thought he was going to get wrecked. Or a flag on that run on a 1st down. This is out of date by at least 1 play, this little tracker. I'm ahead. So it's barely getting to the 1st down. Ooh, illegal block below the waist against the defense. What the heck? So what are you guys talking about? More games? I actually do want to find some more games, so I do not mind this conversation. Path of Titans. And they got an online community. I have not tried Balatro. I want to see Mendoza on the Raiders now, bro. Get low, get low, get low, get low to the window, to my balls. And I'm just kidding. Mostly behind, but still shoots fine. Stay sober. Hey, won a tournament. That's badass playing pool. Give me some tips. Handoff up the middle. 2-yard gain after that penalty gives you a 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 7. We got a good amount of viewers here, man. Shout out to all the people coming through. Hit the like button and let us know in the chat where you're watching from. What state, what city are you watching from? Let us know. I'm always very curious. But hitting the like button helps support the stream. And subscribe allows you to participate in the chat to get the bots out of here. We've had less bots than usual. 2nd and 7 with 10:40 to go. Fernando Mendoza in the shotgun. I want to see the guy under center a little bit more. He's dropping back to throw in a blitz. Batted. Mendoza was locked down. Pass is batted in front of his face. Incomplete pass. Going to be 3rd and 7 now. Fresno, San Diego, Alabama, Bend, Oregon, and Bloomington, California. Bloomington's one of the few spots in California I've been to. I've been all over California. The new Resident Evil, I haven't played in a while since the arcade ones, and back when it was on PlayStation. Polston, 3rd and 7, dropping back. Mendoza pressure, and offensive lineman grabbed him, and Mendoza wrestled it back away, and he's still escaping, but he gets sacked. And a horrible negative play by Mendoza. He was pressured from the blind side. The ball was almost stripped out. He luckily recovered it. And then he tried to make something out of nothing and scramble and throw the ball away. They got knocked out of field goal range because of that. Should have stepped in the pocket a little bit more. Lost the football. Kind of nowhere for him to go. No receiver nearby. Would have been intentional grounding regardless. And now the Indiana Hoosiers have to punt. Not good. If he would have got rid of that, he would have looked like the GOAT. All right, waiting to see what the DoorDasher said. My bad. Oh, man. So the blind side left it open, batted it, the passer around. stripped and it was batted and tossed in the air like a hot potato. Mendoza just couldn't find a way to get rid of it. Tough task for him, but I will blame the offensive line on that. That wasn't just a straight up bad play. So I don't know about that. What do you guys think? For those of you seeing the game, what do you guys think about that last sack play? He did look really athletic, where I felt like if a receiver would have been smarter to go further outside to let him just throw it near him, and then he would be able to get away with intentional grounding, then he probably would have just chucked it towards their feet real quick. But his receivers were still kind of like in like way too far in bounds. I felt like he only had one guy close to the outside. You know, granted their back was probably turned to him so they couldn't see him. But he did. I thought he was going to pull off some like, you know, Caleb Williams style stuff that he did at USC. He almost pulled something like that off. Oh, my shopper is at the store. Raiders should trade out of the first pick. We ain't trading out of the first pick. We're taking Fernando Mendoza. Man, I just cannot wait for the Raiders to finally have a rookie like a QB on a rookie contract. Yeah, Mendoza needs to stay healthy because we need him for week 1, baby. Week 1 against the Chiefs. What do you think? You think that's going to be the game? We find out the schedule pretty soon, right? Isn't it about in May? We already know the opponents for next year. We just don't have the schedule. So here we go. Dante Moore with the football. Let's see if he could make a play for our hearts as Raiders fans. And a read option, and it falls out of Dante Moore's hands. He tried to do a screen, and it slipped out of his hands, and he is kicking himself. A humiliating play for Dante Moore. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Bro. Let me see that replay, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh, Dante Moore went to throw it, and the running back on the play action grazed the football slightly. I can't really blame Moore for that. The running back kind of got too close. Oh, bro. Or was Moore supposed to move to the left a little bit more? Oh, bro, the running back. It was an RPO play, and the running back got a little too close to Moore when he was going to go throw it on the RPO. I don't know if that's Moore's fault. Oh, that was humiliating. Mendoza pitches it to the running back and 2-yard gain. Oh, what do you guys think, man? I don't know if that's entirely on Dante. Let me hear what Butler's saying. I'm listening to the Pat McAfee Butler. Oh. And a handoff here. Almost a touchdown. The defense is staying strong. 3rd and goal now. So don't sleep on this Oregon Ducks defense. They're going to make this a game. So he turns slightly sideways. Oh man. I don't think I could give him a negative yet. I got to find out more about Moore's turnover. 3rd and goal. Here we go. Mendoza hands it off, and an easy touchdown for the running back. There you go. Touchdown Hoosiers. And now we're going 21-7. Yikes. This game might not be close. But we saw Dante Moore stay strong and bounce back earlier when this was happening. Touchdown there. Not a touchdown for Mendoza, so it's just the running back, Black, getting the touchdown. Great for him. 1 yard gain. Getting in there easy. Wait, was Aaron Glenn just fired? Wait, what? Wait a second, bro. No, he wasn't. Oh, Aaron Glenn was not fired. Okay. All right, commercial break right now. All right, so we got commercial break right now. We'll see what's going on. I think Dante Moore will bounce back. Shout out to all the viewers coming through here, man. Commercial break. There might be an ad right now on YouTube. We'll see what happens. Maybe not. We got a good amount of people here rolling through. We just got to 100 likes. Gino Moore. I love that. Gino Moore. Gino Moore. Oh, Raiders need Mendoza. Yeah, man. I really at this point, yeah, I hope they don't overthink it and just go with Mendoza. It's 3-0. I'm trying to find out some information about the Dante Moore fumble. Kind of hard to blame him. His arm collided with the running back. He's bumped by his teammate. All right, dude. Dante Moore got bumped by his teammate. I'm not going to blame him on that fumble, bro. I'm not going to blame him on that fumble. It was unfortunate. It sucked. But I can't, in good faith, put another negative on Moore for that. It's embarrassing, though, and people are going to make fun of him, and there's more pressure added on him right now to score, especially when you're down 2 possessions in the first half. Ooh, it's going to be a crazy game. I think that Mendoza is too... I don't think Derek Carr comes if Mendoza's there because I think Mendoza is too day one ready. I think if it was You know, I think if it was somebody, if it was more where he needs more time, that'd be different. First and 10 here. And a handoff. No gain. Tough situation for Dante. I just feel like the running back should have gotten out of the way, and he shouldn't have ran into freaking Dante's arm like that. Dropping back and a completion on the slant pattern. So the RPO fumble. First and 10, and now a handoff. Ooh, 6-yard gain. The Oregon Ducks' running game's going. Drop some emojis, man. Emojis appear on the screen. Let me know how you feel. I'm taking some notes on this game. Second and 3 now. It's 7 minutes to go. Remember, Indiana gets the ball at the half because there's that pick six by Moore in the beginning. Second and 3. Play action. Moore looking deep, but then pressure comes. Took a little too long, but nothing was there, and he's sacked. It's going to be 3rd and long now. Woo! All right, here we go. 3rd and 12. Empty set formation. 5-man rush pressure, and Moore steps up, but then falls to the ground. Another sack. 2 sacks in a row. The noise was there. Couldn't find anything open. Oregon Ducks fans can't believe it. And that is a quick drive. Got a first down earlier on the run, or on the quick slant throw. And then pretty much almost a glorified 3 and out. Pressure was there. He tried to escape, just couldn't wiggle out of it. Didn't really have much time to do anything, though. I'm going to give him a little bit of break. I got to look at this holistically. I got my notes here. I'm taking some notes here. I'm all in on Mendoza. We got to see Dante Moore make a play. He's got a lot of obstacles here. Good punt that's going to go to the 39-yard line. So Oregon has punted. We'll see. I mean, Indiana has been forced to punt before that fumble. Indiana was forced to punt. So the Ducks have stopped them. The Ducks have stopped them before on defense. Commercial break right now. Where's my DoorDash, dude? I need a freaking beer. Okay, delivery in progress. 2 stops away. Okay. I still think the Oregon Ducks is one of the top college programs. I mean, at the beginning of the year, Indiana was the underdog when they faced up. Obviously, Signetti's changed a lot of that, and so is Fernando Mendoza. I'm not going to say it's completely over. I think Indiana has a lot of leverage due to the fact that there's the pick six in the beginning, and obviously the fact they get the ball at the half. I think the Ducks could stop them though, and I think once this crowd settles down a little bit and things settle down for Moore, they could start running the football again and make this more of a game. I'm really hoping my DoorDasher is here more so at halftime. 2 stops away, so I think they have to do another delivery. Oh, thank God. All right, they got to do another delivery before buying. Because that'd be perfect if it was halftime, then I got to go and show my ID. Yeah, the crowd is definitely 90% Indiana. So come on, guys. I want to see some emojis expressing how you feel. Are you delighted with the play of perhaps the Raiders' future franchise quarterback, Mendoza? I mean, I'm stoked nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and do some smitten smiles. We got some laugh emojis. Why not? Oh, and an accident. I'm delighted, dude. I think this is a team, especially if the defense plays better than last year. People do, dude. I literally have porch pirates all the time. I got my Ring camera, and I'm like, they're smiling for the camera, just porch pirating. Well, they wear masks and shit too. The masks have been the worst thing for thieves. Thieves just wear masks and say, "Oh, it's COVID," when they're just trying to have nobody see who they are while they steal some shit. It's bullshit. The freaking porch pirate. I think Dante Moore is going to come out no matter what. I mean, you're going to get $7 million 1 year in college, or do you want to get $9 million 1 year in NFL? Play action for Mendoza on first down, gets rid of it high to the running back though, and 2nd and 11 now for Indiana. I mean, the dude's still going to be chosen pick number 2 because the first drive he had was really good. First drive was good. Second drive was a punt, right? And then that's when we got the third drive. Is when we had the fumble. 2nd and 10 and a completion on the outside. PI. Flag on the play. PI. Great accuracy by Mendoza on that play. Surratt, though. Surratt is making just some really good catches. And, you know, Dante Moore's got to get the ball to Sadiq a little bit more. Wow, crazy catch, too. But that back shoulder throw, Mendoza is doing really well. Play action, and then Mendoza, using his legs, gets the pass to the running back for a 7-yard gain. All right, Mendoza's going to be the Raiders quarterback, dude. I mean, this guy's just too good. At the same time, though, this defense is on their heels. They're a little more desperate. Load up the O-line, grab one more receiver, get us another edge with Crosby. 2nd and 3, play action, and a deep pass by Mendoza and a touchdown by Becker. It is now 28-7. I think this game might be more of a celebration for the Raiders' next quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. Play action, deep throw. Wow. Wow. Imagine freaking Trey Tucker catching one of those. Imagine Jack Besh. Of course, Brock Bowers. I think we need a true number 1 though, to help Bowers out. I think Besh and Tucker are good role players, and maybe he can get Thornton involved. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I want to keep this a little closer, but damn. I might have to just say that was a freaking dart. I mean, and I'm lumping a couple of those together. This is Fernando, baby. That is my quarterback. Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me, dude? And you know, Becker's not that fast, so maybe maybe you could do that with Besh. I could see that happening with Besh. Tucker, I don't think is tall enough to be doing that. Thornton looks a little confused out there, dude. I'm not gonna lie. He looked good in the first game, but the last few games, I just feel like he's just not on the same page with the quarterback, whether it's Kenny Pickett or Geno Smith. Okay, and the kickoff. Oh, I got to meet the freaking DoorDasher right now, and I think they're not going to commercial break. Are you kidding me? All right, so I think, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a wrap, dude, with the freaking, unless something changes dramatically in the second half. And here we go, Dante Moore. I'm going to wait until this DoorDasher parks. And a handoff with 3 minutes to go for the Oregon Ducks. 5-yard gain. And dude, I totally wanted to go to this Oregon Ducks bar with the Indiana t-shirt. It's the same place I went to when I had the Texas Tech t-shirt and I was trolling them. I totally wanted to do that. 2nd and 6. And a sack for Moore, and there's a fumble. Looking and scanning the field, and is it Indiana football? Oh my God, it is. Are you serious, dude? We can't have this game be over like that quickly. I'm down to be celebrating Fernando Mendoza, but I still want to watch a competitive football game. Dude, he doesn't have much time to scan the field. I'm not going to lie. All right, fumble. I'm grabbing the DoorDash. I'm going to come back with, coming back with some beer. Woo! Did I lose anybody? Did I lose anybody? Made it on time, man. Dude, the DoorDashers smelled hella like cologne, bro. Like, I'm actually not sensitive to cologne. I don't wear cologne, but dude, he was smelling gnarly. Let's see what loot we got. We'll give him a free ad. Pub beer. Cheap beer. I always tip a little bit. I'm not going to tip you freaking... I'm not going to tip you like you're a freaking waiter at a restaurant. And I'm not going to tip you like you're a masseuse. But, you know, counter service too. I'll give a little something, but I'm not going to tip you crazy. What do they always say? They call it the Asian tip. There's that one comedian who's on Silicon Valley, the Jimmy Yang guy. He talks about doing the Asian tip where it's $2 and that's it. Shit's funny. And speaking of, the reason why I was bringing that up, got some sake. Sake. For Fernando Mendoza, baby. A man. Or actually, you know what? With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Here we go. Oh, shit. I'm going to see if I can pour this in without making a mess. Right on. Right on. Toasting and toasting, baby. Cheers to you guys for the brand new QB. And let me know how the soundboard's sounding. Mendoza. Thank you, Mark Davis, and thank you, Tom Brady, for tanking last year. I think you made a good call. Dude, I love these little freaking pictures, bro. I don't want to sound zesty, but this is cute. This is cute, bro. It's a little like an anime style for this sake. All right, Fernando Mendoza with the football, handing it off. 5-yard gain. And a timeout for Oregon with 1:50 left. Woo. Cheers. All right, so now that they got the timeout, it's going to be 3rd and 3. Wow, man. So Miami versus Indiana, it's going to be a blowout. So Fernando's going to win national championship and the Heisman and then come through to the Raiders. That's going to be sick. So Elijah Surratt is supposed to be a 2nd rounder, probably higher now. All right, a handoff on 3rd and 3. Pons with the first down, and Indiana keeps moving, baby. And Oregon now calls the timeout. Dude, if they can grab Surratt in the 2nd, Jack Besh, Surratt, Trey Tucker, and then you got freaking Brock Bowers, Genty, build the O-line in free agency. Gotta find probably got to find an extra D lineman and you know, in free agency as well. Maybe late in the draft, try to find some more linebacker help. That's not too bad. If they don't draft Mendoza, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna be pissed off. I'll deal with it. But I will totally give up on what this organization does unless they prove me wrong. If they don't draft Mendoza, this is very obvious at this point. It's never been so clear what you're supposed to do with pick number 1. And Mendoza quiets down the crowd on 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And a handoff. And is this going to be an easy touchdown? Close. 2-yard line. Blame Gino. Blame Gino if they don't get Mendoza. dude, unless you're getting three first round picks in a player, which means you get your same pick and 26 plus 2 first rounds in the future, there's no way you don't grab Mendoza. You would have to get 3 first round picks plus a player. And wasn't that what the Panthers gave to the Bears, basically? 2nd and goal, a pitch, and the Oregon Ducks defense stays strong. 3rd and goal now. So the Ducks are not going to give up, bro. Hey, they're only winning by 3. They're winning by 3. Oh, man, those beers are so good. Pub beer. What I like about these beers is it says cheap fun on the bottom. Cheap fun. Dude, I got to get these guys to sponsor me or something. I'm already giving them a free sponsorship. I'm going to say, you know what, just send me a 6-pack every week. That'll be your sponsorship. I'll mention it on every live stream. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. Kubiak, Mendoza, get Surratt in the 2nd round. Besh, Genty, Trey Tucker. And I forgot about Bowers because he was placed on IR. And you still got Michael Mayer. 3rd and goal. In the shotgun. Spread out with 4 wide receivers. And a quick throw and a completion. Is he in? And another touchdown for the Indiana Hoosiers. This time for Surratt. And it is 35-7. And the freaking game is only halfway there. Was he short? Was he short? They got to review this, dude. They're reviewing it, man. Reviewing it. Good game. Game over. Game is long over. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a touchdown. They're reviewing it right now. Clint. Oh, the ruling of a touchdown is upheld, so you're good to go. And Clint Kubiak interview finished today. There you have it. Clint Kubiak interview finished today. Mendoza solidified as the number 1 overall pick. It's pretty obvious right now. Holy shit. Oof. Oh, and it is getting loud out there. This is already a party, bro. Imagine if this could happen at the NFL level where it's already a party, already game over during a game. We haven't experienced this in so long. When's the last time we blew out a team and we're chilling? I think it was Brandon Staley's last game with the Chargers in the Antonio Pierce interim year in 2023. I got to put some pomade in this shit. Right on, right on. All right, so the kickoff's about to happen. A little commercial break. They're taking a little bit easy. So what a great game. Dude, what do you guys, so what? Are you guys sold yet or no? Nah, we need a new offensive coordinator. We need an offensive minded head coach to go with the quarterback. What about keep? Oh, so here we go. Oregon Ducks. They got 59 seconds left. Can they get close? Now that this is a complete blowout. To throw, Dante Moore scrambles to the right, throws on the run, and incomplete. Whew. Ooh. Dante Moore dropping back in a quick throw on 2nd and 10 completion. First down. Dropping back, 43 seconds. Dante Moore has plenty of time. Scrambles to the right. Flag. They're going to call holding on that. Definitely some holding there. All right, so we got an injury there for Kamara of Indiana. Yeah, I don't know where Barstow is. A lot of people are not. You know, a lot of people, when the season really ends, they truly shut it down. They truly shut it down and wait till the draft. Man, I need to quit wiggling because I think I'm wiggling and shaking around and I look kind of weird. Wow. Okay, so here we go. 36 seconds to go. 1st and 10. 1st and 20. Dropping back a 4-man rush. And a low throw by Dante Moore. And look at this 0-4, bro. And I've been kind of like lenient and more favorable to Moore. It's 0-4 with this tracker. What do you guys think? Should we get hammered or what? Cheers, everybody. 2nd and 20 in a screenplay. Good gain, though, about 13 yards. Oh, are they going to let the clock go? 3rd and 7. 15 seconds. Bro, play for your life. Play like your life depends on it. It's the playoffs. And a quick throw. Dante Moore getting the first down on a quick throw on the inside. He got some boost because I'm a bad influence now. Spiking it with 4 seconds to go. Get a little completion to the outside, get out of bounds, and put the field goal unit on there. Just get 3 points. If I'm the Oregon Ducks, make this a game, man. I mean, it sucks. You're down 4. You're down 4 possessions. And Indiana gets the ball at the half. But you got to try. You got to try. Yeah, if you don't get Kubiak, get Mike McDaniel. Don't get Kubiak, don't get Stefanski, get Mike McDaniel as head coach with Mendoza. I think he could figure out some pretty interesting plays for Brock Bowers and Genty. And Trey Tucker especially. 2nd and 10, and here we go, the field goal kick. And he is short. Oh, bro. You had to throw a play outside. Woo! I think if McDaniels goes anywhere as an offensive coordinator, he's going to go to a projected Super Bowl contender. You know what I mean? He's going to go to probably the Lions, because they said the Lions are already going to interview him for sure. Lions or Commanders? Oh, no, Commanders just got David Blau. So I would say Lions is where he goes. And I think he would be offended unless the head coach was somebody like Harbaugh. I think he would be too offended to be a coordinator, like for somebody who's a new head coach like Kubiak. Mike McDaniel might not be that expensive too. I mean, he just got fired, but he's getting interviewed by the Titans. Yeah, maybe I mean, the Titans are going to be their main competition. There we go, man. So let me do the poll. What QB should the Raiders draft at pick 1? Fernando. What QB should the Raiders? I mean, I think I know the conclusion of this poll. Watch, the Raiders are going to freaking bring back Mendoza, or they're going to trade for Mendoza, but then they're going to bring back Josh McDaniels. You're going to be like, seriously? Okay, right on, right on, right on. Whew. Or are we going to just get, are we going to just sign Kyler Murray, grab Kingsbury as head coach, do the Cardinals in Vegas, trade back the pick? Bring back Jamarcus. I like that one. You know what? Hire Jameis Winston as a good mentor. Maybe, obviously, I don't think Carr would do it. I think Carr wants to play. Russell Wilson, too. I would say he'd be a good mentor, but I think he wants to play. Who else would be a good mentor to be like a good veteran? Why not Gino? Why not Gino, bro? You guys don't think Gino would be a good mentor for Mendoza? He's already under contract. We're already paying him. Should we get Gino? He'd be like, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll mentor you. I'm not going to tell you bad advice so I can be the starter. Don't worry, Mendoza. I'll mentor you in Vegas. Don't trip. Why don't you come over to my crib real quick? We'll talk about it. I'll be your little mentor. Don't trip, bro. Don't trip. Don't trip, fool. He'd be a bad influence? No. You never know. He might be a good influence. Gino. I am not going to ask AI who we should draft. I already know what they're going to say. We already know what they're going to say. What if they throw something wild like Ty Simpson? Yeah, Gino's going to teach him how to flip off the fans. Mendoza's too Christian. He's too religious to flip off the fans. Oh, dude. Get a little advice from Gino, bro. He's been through it. So you think they're gonna release Gino then? I think they still owe him 18 mil if they release him. But they have the cap space to eat it because they got like what 100 million cap. I'm gonna see if I can find some. Let's see what else. Let me see if I got some more. Ooh. What do you think, guys? I like this. Are we ready? Are we ready for the 2026 Raiders offense? What are we thinking, man? Are we ready? Are we ready? Yo, get another freaking receiver. See if let Thornton, he was a what? 3rd round pick, right? Or was he a 4th rounder? I believe he was a 4th rounder, right? Because Darian Porter was a 3rd rounder. So let Thornton compete with these another rookie wide receiver to be the true deep threat. Because I still feel like Trey Tucker's more of a gadget player and does a lot of good short routes. And I think I like the height. We just need somebody who's just tall and fast and can make contested catches. I mean, Bowers and Mayer can make contested catches. Besh has showed some hands a little bit. But, yeah, he gets the rap. But I still feel like Besh and Tucker are limited in certain ways, and there's just not that guy. Like, we need somebody, even though he's not doing well right now, we just need that true number 1 guy, you know? We don't have that on the outside. Somebody like a DK Metcalf, even though obviously he's a physical freak, he's kind of rare. Obviously, everybody would want, even Rashee Rice, even though he's going through some drama right now, the dude has some talent. A George Pickens, if you get Pickens in free agency, I like that. Grab Pickens, grab O-line, get Mendoza. Maybe just use the draft to find, and maybe re-sign Malcolm Kuntz. You still have Tyree Wilson. He did well that last game. Use the draft to find another edge or defensive line and keep this shit going, bro. Oh, here we go. Sending some love, supporting the stream. We love to freaking see it. And this has been one we've only seen a few times here. Duquette, deal bad. Etormes. Shout out to you, man. And I obviously 100% believe that the future Las Vegas Raiders franchise quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, is 100% with Indiana going to win the national championship against the Miami Hurricanes. That is happening big time, dude. Appreciate you so much. Cheers to you supporting the stream. Biggest donation for the stream of the night, man. Really appreciate you. Really keeps us going. And, we didn't know how this stream would go. We didn't know it. Thought it might be a bad idea. It could be. But either way, I want to have fun, hang out with you guys, and react to this monumental moment because I had a feeling this was going to be a big-time deal, and it is becoming a big-time deal. Shout out to all the Raiders fans hanging out here, dude, and chilling with us. And there's even some non-Raiders fans who just really want to see what the hell is going on here and very curious about Mendoza and very curious about this team. One of the more interesting teams that could go from rock bottom to close to the top. Close to the top. It's totally possible. We saw it with the Texans and CJ Stroud. Saw it with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels. It is not impossible. And with the Bears and Caleb Williams, you saw it in 2 years. It just took the right head coach. So we already have people just talking about the freaking Mendoza here. Yeah, crickets on Cam Ward. Cam Ward's been the disappointing one for sure. But who else? Who else is going to be wearing an Indiana hat? Who's going to be wearing an Indiana Hoosiers hat during the CFP championship? Hey, the only way the Titans could save themselves, I mean, they're interviewing Mike McDaniel too, so that could be a way they save themselves. Whew, I think Pickens is the number one wide receiver in free agency, 100%. I do like Rashid Shaheed though. I really do like Rashid Shaheed. I think he's not bad. I would not mind getting him to Vegas. Rashid Shaheed is really dynamic, man. He's going to be able to stretch the field for sure. Everything that Raiders fans wanted Dante Thornton to do, Rashid Shaheed could already do. I mean, he's amazing deep threat. Oh, we got some Ducks fans just who cannot believe it. Dude, I wanted this game to be more exciting. Shout out to Raider OG in the corner there. I really want Webb or Mike as head coach. What's up with this Webb thing, dude? I mean, Webb, who is this guy? He's the passing game coordinator, QB coach of the Broncos. We never really heard shit about him, and all of a sudden people are hyped on Webb. I don't know, man. I'm a little skeptical. I like experience and people who've been coordinators before, full-time coordinators, game planning. But I like Mike McDaniel too. I mean, if you could do what you did with Tua, bro, imagine what you could do with Mendoza. And he saved Tua. It was looking downhill. He saved Tua. I mean, Brian Flores and Tua, it was not working out at all. And then McDaniels came and became a playoff team. I mean, they needed to grab Tyreek Hill to do it too. And I like the head coach of Miami, Mario Cristobal. It's going to be Latinos versus Latinos, bro. Mario Cristobal versus Fernando Mendoza and Signetti during the national championship. I cannot believe it. January 19th. Woof. We'll be live. We'll be live January 19th, 4:30 p.m. 10 days from now for the national championship game. I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait. So we have that. Then we got the Super Bowl. Free agency will be right around the corner. You know, less than a month. Really late Feb is when it's going to die out, right? And then there you have it. Draft in April. We got training camp in July. It's basically month and change off. You got the fifth-year options. I guess May, there's only OTAs. There's not much happening. Sometimes you get some trades in May, not too much. Yeah, I'd rather the proven experience. But appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate appreciate this man here donating to the stream. Excited about this. I'm excited. I'm 2 sake shots deep. So I'm a little, and this game's gone off the rails. I mean, if this game was a close game, we'd be doing more analysis. We'd be breaking down, who's better, who had bigger plays here. The tracker says it all. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen right now. It's already game over. The console is shut down. It is game over already. By the way, man, anybody who has familiarity fixing houses cosmetically, I want to hear from you, man. If you know anything about fixing houses, cosmetic flips, I want to hear from you, dude. Any general contractors in the chat. Give me some tips, dude. Give me some tips on remodeling a living room. Give me some tips on knocking out a wall to have a more open floor plan. Let me know. Hey, Darrell Tuttle, appreciate you becoming a supporter, man. We'll be live. We're Raiders centric channel, going to be live more often. I'm going to try to do more Thursday night lives. Even when it slows down, I'm going to do it and just have like an hour talk to talk about everything going on with the NFL. Basically, whatever the chat wants to talk about. I mean, I'll let it dictate it. I'm gonna start doing that. I always say Wednesday, and I never make it in time. I went live last night. We didn't have many people. I think we watched the college football game, the fourth quarter of Miami versus Ole Miss. We watched the fourth quarter and just talked about what was going on with the NFL last night. Didn't have many people though. We had about 80 people, so I just put it unlisted too. And I was saying, I mean, I don't know. Hey, yeah, I didn't want it to clog up my feed because I was going to release some videos. So, yeah. It's whatever. But we'll do it more often. We'll try to do at least like an hour on Thursdays. I want to keep it going so we have that momentum and then go into the draft, go into the season. And, the first round of the draft, obviously. And then go into the season, too. And then maybe, I think that's what I want to do, too. In addition to Raiders, I want to just do Thursday Night Football live streams in the future. Because you're pretty much just talking about the latest news at that point. Yeah, load-bearing wall. I got to check if there's a load-bearing wall. And putting in a support beam seems like it's not that hard. Yeah, I wonder if I should just embrace my inner Mexican, watch some YouTube videos, and just start doing shit. I want to knock out a wall. I want to maybe change a restroom. The big thing is basements. I mean, fixing basements. I mean, there's a basement that I'm looking at that's finished already, but then it's like, what do you do with these? It looks kind of ugly. I need to hit up some gay dudes and get a good decorator to figure out how to decorate, dude. Dude, I love Surratt. Surratt's been great. The timing of the back shoulder fade with Mendoza and Surratt, I feel like you have to bring that if you're the Raiders. You got to use your second round pick on the guy. It just, the chemistry's there. It could be a better version of Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. They tried to do that from Oregon Ducks to NFL. Franklin hasn't really panned out as much. He's been okay. We got to do that, man. I'm excited. The pick is in. I better not wake up and see Josh McDaniels has been rehired as the freaking Raiders head coach. I'm not gonna go to the draft. I'm not gonna go to the draft. I'm gonna react to the draft here because I want to be able to make some videos. I wish I can go, but if I want to be able to make videos, I got to be here at my station. You know what? Sad to say, even if the Raiders brought back Josh McDaniels, I would just say, you'd be like, you know what? I want to. I'll be pissed, but I'll give him a shot. I will always give everybody a shot. And that's what I always do. I give you 1 year. I'll give you a shot. Let's see what happens. If this is the plan, if it's going to be different this time, we'll see what's up. I'll give you one shot. I'll look the other way. I'll say, whatever, dude. All right, let's see what happens. But as soon as you fuck up, and as soon as I know it's going to be a shit show, I'm sounding the alarm. I'm saying your ass needs to go. But I will always give you one shot. Josh McDaniels, Fernando Mendoza. If it works out, it works out. If not, whatever. Hey, I mean, he did it with Drake May, so that's why I'm a little more open to it. I'm going to make sure I try to do Foxy. I'm going to make sure I try to do as many games as possible. I'm going to do every Raiders game this upcoming season, even preseason. And we're going back to making the channel more Raiders centric. You know, I tried to compete. I tried to do some NFL stuff, and I had some other channels and other things I was working out, not even related to football too, and other things going on in my personal life too. And it really became overwhelming trying to do NFL. And I really wish I would have just stuck with doing only Raiders for a while. But I think over these past 2 years with the Antonio Pierce losing season of 4 wins, you know, the Pete Carroll season that ended up being a disaster, you know, it just felt kind of more checked out. You know, people are saying how about Audrey? I mean, even Audrey, my wife, she's just been more checked out of the Raiders after these past 2 years. She was in it, you know, the first half of each season, and then once it seems like a shit show, she's like, all right, if I got other shit going on, I'll work on that while I'm watching the game in the background, but I'm not going to make it my sole focus here. You know what I mean? So there's all that. And, yeah, man. But, you know, whether it's good or bad, I'm going to be going live and making this more Raiders centric, this channel, because doing the NFL stuff's really hard, man. I mean, it's just so much easier for me to do the Raiders thing. And, it's what I'm naturally more interested in. You know, I'll try to get interested in these other teams, and it's just so hard to fake it. Like I literally just don't care. And I thought I could do it. I thought I could be like a news person. You know, people on TV do that all the time. You know, they cover teams they don't really care about, but I tried to do it, and I just really didn't. I just didn't care. There'd be times where I just didn't care. When Carr was on the Saints, it kind of gave me another team to kind of care about because I want to see what Carr is up to. I'm rooting for Carr, but now that that's gone, it's kind of like, it's hard to care about it, all these other teams. Devontae, I still kind of root for him on the Rams, but I don't really care. Rodgers, I root for him on the Steelers. I don't really care. There's some good stories. There's some good stories out there that I like talking about sometimes on the channel, and I think I'll still do it. But if I don't really care, I think I'm just not going to do it. And even when the Raiders are depressing, I care. So I feel like it's fine. Yeah, there will be times where I try to recreate that Josh McDaniels video and do it for other things that I don't really care about as much, and then I end up wasting too much time doing some shit on something that I don't really care about. Dude, you can't, dude. Look, all these people are saying Carr signed while getting Mendoza, bro. Carr is too much of a leader. Carr Carr is not gonna join a team if he's not the guy. I just feel like if he's not gonna be the guy, he's gonna be like, all right, then I'll wait for something else. Like I feel like he's not gonna just jump in and be a backup to, you know, a number 1 overall pick. He's not gonna do that. He's got pride, man. He's a franchise QB. He's the leading passer of the Raiders, and he still thinks he can play. So I think unless he's coaching as a player, I think as a player, there's no way he'd sign up for it unless he's the guy, unless he's the starter. Now, if the Colts want to go with Carr instead of maybe Daniel Jones, that'd be interesting because you can maybe make a little run there. I don't know what other teams really, though, other than that. So here's the kickoff. Miami could be one if they keep Tyreek. Carr, Gruden, and Tyreek in Miami. I mean, that would be, you would have a little opportunity there, and then you got freaking, you know, Waller was just signed there last year. He knows the locker room a little bit. He's got some respect from the guys. He balled out last year in the limited time he was playing. First and 10 here. The game is back on, and here you go. Appreciate you so much, Duquette. Appreciate you, Duquette. Sending some love, supporting the stream, man. And sorry my Spanish is not that good, but appreciate you, man. False start for the Hoosiers to start the half. 1st and 15 now for Indiana. Will we see the greatest college comeback ever in history? And a handoff. Minimal gain. 2nd and 13 now. Yeah, if Dante Moore is the next best one outside of Mendoza, I'm trying to think what. So I think Miami is a team Carr could go to. Colts, Browns. If they don't draft anybody, they need better receivers though. Who else? 2nd and 13 here. 22-yard line. Dropping back in, Fernando Mendoza gets it to the out route to Surratt. And that's going to make the draft stock of Surratt go up even more. First down for the Hoosiers. Great blocking by the O-line, though. Wide open receiver. You got to make that throw. And he does. Well, I think Chambliss makes the draft class a little bit stronger, and I think he's going to declare because he's not going to be able to play college football because he's 23 years old already. 1st and 10. Two-yard gain. Oh, yeah, the Vikings. I mean, J.J. McCarthy has been a shit show. The Vikings would be an amazing destination for Carr. If Carr joins the Vikings, we're making Vikings videos. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what anybody says. Dude, there's always Raiders fans who act like such haters where, like, when I was making Carr Saints videos, they were, like, bitching about it on my channel in the comments. And it's just like, dude, why do you give a fuck? Like who cares? 2nd and 9. Mendoza on the out route again. He's got some money for him. Another completion for a first down. And Mendoza keeps making throws. And Mendoza's delivery is just so amazing. I'm loving this Mendoza guy. And a handoff. Bro, are they going to get another touchdown? And they're run up the middle for 10 yards. The Hoosiers are belt to ass against the Ducks. Nobody in the world could beat this team. I think the Hoosiers could beat an NFL team. I think they could beat the Jets. They might be able to beat the Browns. Play action. Mendoza scrambles. And a 5-yard gain on first down. Dude, hey, are they going to bring the backup, his brother? Are we going to bring in the other Mendoza? Are we bringing in the other Mendoza? Oh, shit, I almost dropped my phone. Yeah, I want to see the brother, bro. Get him as a backup next year. This is more than a solid QB, man. This guy is the future of the NFL right now with how he's throwing these dots. And a handoff. Oh, tackle behind the line on 2nd and 5. Now 3rd down. They definitely could beat the Pete Carroll Raiders. The Hoosiers could beat the Pete Carroll Raiders for sure. You guys know I'm not going to front. You guys know I don't give a shit. 3rd and 7, dropping back to throw. Mendoza has time. He scrambles. He's going to use his legs. And he spins. And a fumble. No, but his lineman recovers it. Mendoza with a good scramble. Holy shit. I mean, A for effort, bro. I got to give him a 5, dude. Goat play. Nothing's there. Uses his legs. Cannot get tripped up. Spins and then just gets it a little punched out. But he's got God. Bro's got God on his side because the shit always bounces his way. It really does. 1st and 10. handoff for a yard. Bro. I love this guy. Mendoza, I want to give all the glory to God. Every single interview. I cannot wait for the post-game interview, by the way. You guys know it's going to be fire, right? Oh, he's throwing his towel. And a handoff. Mendoza, 4-yard gain for the running back. Yeah, the Indiana D is the front sevens is carrying this a lot. For sure. Yeah, dude, I like I mean, you know, I'm not trying to push anything on people, but I like the fact that he's super religious. I think it works well, especially when leading a football team. You know, you don't want to have a little freaking secular guy leading the team, no disrespect, but it's just like bad influences could come out easily. I feel like 3rd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Mendoza lobs it up and a little too high, but a wide open touchdown. 42-7. Indiana keeps on rolling. Keep rolling. Williams Jr. and the Oregon Ducks fan in the crowd cannot believe they spent $10,000 on these tickets. How much were the ticket? How much was the average? How much? Let me see. How much were the tickets to the Peach Bowl? 42-7. Oh, so you can find a $200. So $175 for standing room. $200 to thousands of dollars. So you could get in for $500, but most of the time it was over $1,000 for a seat. Ooh, them Ducks fans! You gonna need to get the credit card out, baby. You gonna need to get the credit card out. Get the credit card out. You're gonna need to put some shit on layaway in the future because you spent all your money on some Ducks versus Indiana Hoosiers tickets, thinking that freaking Dante Moore is gonna beat Fernando Mendoza. What the fuck? What? Of course not. There's a dude earlier today who was saying Mendoza's a 4th round prospect too. Who are Ducks fans going to leave early? They might leave early. Yeah, I mean, I you know what? I'll go as far as to say Mendoza. I think he's going to be the best quarterback in the NFL. I think when it's all said and done, give him 4 years. Give him 4 years. He will be the best quarterback in the NFL. He will be up there with Mahomes, with Josh Allen, with Lamar Jackson. He is going to be at the top with Joe Burrow. I could see more Joe Burrow. I think that's more Mendoza style, the Joe Burrow prototype. He's going to be up there, bro. Best quarterback in the NFL. I'm sold. I'm sold. Cheers to you guys, man. This is my... Unless I get a donation, because my wife's going to tell me that, this is my last one. I blame my wife. Caleb Williams doing a good job, but I feel like they're running the football really well. out there in Chicago. But I really like Caleb Williams. I think in the future, 2 years from now, he's going to be up there. He's going to be the new Mahomes, the new new Lamar. Protect Mendoza, drop the bag, and then drop the bag on the O-line exactly. I mean, I'm all in, dude. Dude, where can I order? Where can I order my Mendoza Raiders jersey? Do I have to wait till late April? Where can I pre-order my Mendoza Raiders jersey? I gotta tweet this out. Bro, I cannot wait. You know what? And if it takes getting Signetti in order to make Mendoza happy, make Mendoza happy. All right, and then the kick return. The kick return. Wait a second. I was looking up something on X before. Indiana kicked off in an amazing kick return. Or no, that was a rush. So they kicked return for a touchback, had a rush of 71 yards. I mean, this game is over. It's basically going to be 2-7, but Oregon Ducks are going to keep fighting. And you got to admire them for that, man. I guess you got to keep fighting. Play action and Moore throws it up, but incomplete. PI on Indiana here. The flag is thrown. Dude, let Mendoza run this team. You know he's not going to be selfish, bro. Let him run this team. He's religious. He's a team guy. He always gives thanks to his teammates, bro. He's not going to be all about him. He's not into that flashy shit either. He ain't ghetto. This guy is the dude, bro. Straight up. He's not like Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart has his chain out, doing all kinds of dancing shit. Mendoza's not going to do that. First and goal. A handoff for the Oregon Ducks, and they will get the touchdown. 14-42 now. Well, I think the defense of the Oregon Ducks wishes they could rest, but hey, at least it's somewhat of a game. They're going for 2. Why would you go for 2? So 15, 23. They might not pull Mendoza, dude. They're going for 2 right now, the Oregon Ducks. After the touchdown. And throwing it up. And complete. 2-point conversion complete. 15 now to 42. 15-42. So 2 more touchdowns with 2-point conversions gives you 31. 31, and then you go 39. So you still need 3 touchdowns with each of them a 2-point conversion. Then you're a field goal away. And that's if you hold them 3 times. So I don't see the point in going for 2. I really don't. But they're doing it. Yeah, I miss the Derek Carr pressers where you're a little more, you wear your heart on your sleeve more. And I think Mendoza will be just that. All right, man. So how you guys feeling out there, man? I'm on beer number 2. Had some sake. I don't know about you guys. Made some poke earlier. I need to get some freaking dinner later too. I mean, I think I might cook some tacos later too. Let me know what you guys are gonna cook. Yeah, now we got a ball game. I don't see Mendoza having a problem with purple drink. Dude, Vegas better not turn this dude around. Vegas better not make him hood. Dude, I'm saying healthy, dude. I'm just doing chicken tacos. Oh, I wish I could be sparking up Herb Barrel. I can't do that anymore. I get all like weird and paranoid with it. Or else I'd probably do it. But not all the time. Fajita tacos, yeah, I'm gonna grill bell pepper, onion, and then dice up some chicken. I got some cilantro already. I got sour cream. I don't have tortillas though, so I'm gonna have to just have beans. Canned beans. Ooh, I wish I had some Maker's Mark. That sounds good. 2 new members though. Duquette, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Duquette became a member earlier, and then so did Darrell. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right though. I need more fiber though, dude. So I don't mind the beans. Yeah, I don't want to see Mendoza around the hookers, bro. Keep this fool clean. We need his ass clean. All right, here we go, man. 15-42. Oh, are they doing an onside kick? No way. Oh, no, kicking it deep. Never mind. I ran out of. I just realized I don't have tortillas, so I gotta just do beans. I gotta just do beans. Yeah, if you're a hooker out there in Vegas, stay the fuck away from my quarterback. And if you try to freaking go towards him, he's probably gonna convert your ass to Christianity. So watch out. He's gonna make no. Actually, he's gonna make you a Catholic. So you better watch out. We ain't letting you hose. Oh, Duke of Alba de Tormes. Oh, Duke of Alba de Tormes. Duke of Alba de Tormes. We got it right. Thanks for the help, man. You know, and a handoff. No, in Indiana with a handoff up the middle. A flag on the play. Oh my God. Do not beat their ass this much. Oh, yes. Holding on Indiana because I want this to be more of a game, bro. Come on. Bro, my shit. Oh, dude. I got to freaking get some freaking. I think this light makes my hair look worse. So timeout and they're discussing the penalty here. Oh, dude, there's big time holding by Indiana. Come on, bro. Don't try to deny this. Little Raider? Should I bring back Little Raider? I almost thought about doing him only for the live streams, but I think people would get annoyed because people do once the regular games start, they don't want to joke around and they want to just know what the fuck's happening with the game, especially if like you're in it in the playoffs. Dude, quit resetting the clock, bro. Just play. This shit's a blowout. We need to get this shit over with. They're getting their ass whooped. They ain't coming back. They completely annihilated Alabama, and now they're just whooping the straight ass like a kid at a freaking Catholic daycare, getting your ass whooped. Handoff, 3-yard gain. Yeah, resetting the clock. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? Now Oregon has a chance now that they reset the fucking clock. Shout out to Tank Dempsey, man. I like both Kibita Mendoza. That could grow and get better every year. I feel like Mendoza's just more day one ready. Dropping back to throw. Mendoza on 2nd and 17. Checks it down. Or just drops it off to the tight end. 3rd and 4 now. I mean, I think it really is hard to evaluate Dante Moore in this game because they had the pick 6, which is like big mistake in the RPO with the fumble, and that kind of made it such a big hole where the Ducks are just one-dimensional and it's really easy to play defense against them. So it really is kind of hard to evaluate, man. And then Mendoza had good field position. I'm going to try to be balanced and fair here and say that. Dropping back, Fernando on 3rd and 4. Rolls to his right, though, and throws on the run, and that is a throw and a completion. And I clearly like Mendoza more. Honestly, bro, I hate saying I root for the Carr family. But David Carr more so than Derek. Derek's always nice and fair. David Carr, because he's protecting his younger brother, he's too salty about the Raiders. So he was never going to say, just get Mendoza and it's going to be fun and dandy. He's too salty. And I get it. You know, you're your older bro and you don't like how your younger bro got treated on the way out by the Raiders. So I get it. But there's no way he was going to be all, you know, cool. Oh, just get Mendoza. It's going to be great. Handoff up the middle. 3-yard gain. Yeah, I mean, look, we'll see what the Jets do with Dante Moore. Maybe that's more their style. You know, they signed Justin Fields under Aaron Glenn and signed Tyrod Taylor. Maybe Dante Moore is more he is more mobile. He is more athletic than Fernando. But I thought Fernando was able to really do some things with his legs in this game. He did it last week, and he did it again this week. 2nd and 6 for Mendoza in the pistol formation and a handoff to the running back. Whew, good gain of about 4 yards. I just feel like David Carr is very protective of Derek Carr, and so, of course, he's going to say, oh, your O-line sucks so bad, trade back, don't get the best quarterback in the draft when you're picking at pick 1. Because my brother was a quarterback there and he should have never left. I mean, that's really what it is, right? Which, honestly, I would do the same thing if it was my brother. Because Derek Carr never says anything. So I would do the same thing. You know, kind of throw a little bit of shade, kind of be maybe a little more negative. 3rd and 3. Fernando airing it out, but incomplete. Should be PI, honestly, but maybe overthrown. They're going to give it to Oregon. And they had the backup Mendoza, number 16, who could have gone in, the brother of Fernando, watching on the sideline. 4th and 3, and they're going to punt. I thought they might go for it, but the Indiana Hoosiers will punt. Oh, dude. I think scouts of almost every NFL team attended this game because it's like literally almost like, dude, there's tons of NFL players on both sides of the ball in this game. Oh, great punt inside the 5. Yeah, scouts are there for every team. Even if they're lying and saying they're not there, they're there for every team. Especially with the Oregon Ducks defense. Think about what they did in the goal line red zone situations. I mean, they didn't roll over. They've honestly had the detriment of bad field position throughout this game. Oregon Ducks defense is still good. Look, Oregon Ducks The Oregon Ducks are still my fourth favorite college football team, so I'm still going to defend the Oregon Ducks a little bit here. Oh, Geno Smith. Geno Smith already put in his 30-day notice at the house he's renting. He already put in the 30-day. What's it called? The move out notice or whatever. I mean, I'm renting. I forget what 30-day notice. Geno Smith already put in the 30-day notice. Third favorite was the Oregon Ducks. I've switched them to fourth because I'm rooting for the Hoosiers. Next year, Ducks are back to my third favorite college football team. Yes, notice exactly. Notice to vacate. Geno already put in the notice to vacate right when Pete Carroll was fired. He put in the 30-day. He's like, I don't want to pay the prorated rent, so I'm going to put in the 30-day notice to vacate. So Fernando, stay in Summerlin, stay where it's nicer in Vegas. Don't be near the Strip. And try to influence some of these guys who may be rough around the edges. So, what do you guys think? You think Ashton Genty is going to get along with Fernando Mendoza? That'd be interesting, seeing how that works out. Should we encourage Ashton Genty to do an interview? He's more of a gamer streamer guy. Oh, he's playing Call of Duty. Huh. Should I get hella good at that game just to play with Genty on the stream? I could get whatever game Genty likes. I can get good at the game, try to convince him to do a duo stream. That's the plan. That's the plan this offseason. Get hella good at the game. Be like, yo, let's squad up. You're going to want to squad up with me. Dude, I think Fernando is the next Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, but more religious instead of whatever the hell Joe Burrow is. Bro's all depressed and shit, even though he's banging supermodels and rich as fuck. I mean, what's going on? Why are the kids so messed up these days? 1st and 10, handoff up the middle, 3-yard gain. Yeah, Joe Burrow has got too many mental problems, dude. I mean, he just seems so depressed all the time. Even before the recent pressers where he's all depressed, watch Burrow's Heisman speech. It's weird, dude. Like, watch his Heisman speech compared to Jane Daniels, compared to Baker Mayfield. It's super, compared to even Mendoza, it's super, like, dark and depressing. I was watching it with my wife, Audrey, and she was just like, dude, this guy's dark. 2nd and 7. 3:40 to go. I thought he'd be more loose because he's from Ohio. Dante Moore in the pistol formation inside the 10 on 2nd and 7. Handoff. The back gets tackled for a loss. Ooh, flag. Who's flagged out? Oh, dude, I almost want to go to the bar near my house where I know there's hella Ducks fans watching it and just be like, Hoosiers? Fernando, baby. Oh, dude, these Ducks fans are depressed. Third and 11. Dante Moore dropping back, 4-man rush, throws it deep. And a big completion deep. Good throw by Dante Moore. I'm going to give him one there, man. Finally going to give him a play. Huge, big, deep ball, contested catch. You had a PI that the McClellan, the receiver, still reeled it in. I'll give Dante Moore one there. He has 2, but he had the -1 because of the pick 6. Yeah, Surratt's coming out. He was supposed to be a second rounder, top of second round prior to this game. So I think he'll be a late first now. Maybe high second. Oh, dude, Duck Hunter? Oh, isn't that arcade game, the Duck Hunter one, or is that Bass Hunter? It's always at all the bars. Rich, it's like Duck Hunter. It's like an arcade game, right? Ah, no, that's a different one, but I know what you're talking about now. Oh, that would be badass. I might have to print that shit out and go walk over there. Duck hunt. Slap an Oregon Ducks logo on there. Duck hunt. All right, so commercial break there. More Mendoza hype. Wow. Red zone percentage. Always a touchdown when he's in the red zone. Wait, what? Is he always in? Does he always score in the red zone? Has he never had a negative play in the red zone? Well, while at Indiana, I should have qualified that. Effectiveness in the red zone. Okay. They don't know specific numbers. So the handoff there, Dante Moore. 1st and 10 for Moore. Dropping back and deep throw incomplete. Yeah, watch the Raiders blow it and choose Dante Moore. 2nd and 10 here. Handoff. Third and 9 here. We'll get back to those stats in a little bit. 3rd and 9 for Dante Moore at the 39-yard line of Indiana, and a handoff on 3rd and 9. Almost a first down, an 8-yard gain, 1 yard to go. Woo! I wish it wasn't a blowout, though, dude. As much as I like to see Mendoza do well, it being a blowout is kind of a dud for me. I wouldn't blame Dante blame Dante for everything here. A pitch here. Ooh, loss of yards on 4th down. Oh, and a turnover on downs. Oh my God. So this game is super over. Okay, so this game's not even like... I enjoy this, but it's just not even worth watching. Like, I mean, it's downhill. Timberline, my dog from the 559. So Mendoza hands it off. How much of Mendoza's success could be attributed to Cignetti's coaching? It's a really big, I think when it comes to the defense, I think when it comes to the receivers being on the same page, I think Surratt's success could depend on that and the timing there. I think the offensive line, the blitz pickup. Remember that first big play when we talked about the blitz pickup and how important that was? I think that's coaching. But when it comes to just the throws he makes, the timing, the release, we saw him last week against Alabama in the first drive take big hits while throwing the football. I just feel like it's him. I feel like he's special. We saw him scramble early in this game, run for like 15, 20 yards. Nobody told him to do that. That wasn't coaching. And he's not even the most mobile guy compared to Dante Moore. So I think it's all him, man. I think he's special. I think he does have a good defense, though. Similar to Brady. So Brady, who's doing the QB search, he knows a thing or two about having a good defense, right? So I think that benefits him. But in terms of the throws and the pinpoint accuracy, man, that is all Fernando Mendoza. Everybody, I think we're going to be good to go. I'm liking the Mendoza, man. I wanted a shootout. I wanted a freaking tight game. But unfortunately, it's a blowout. It's a complete blowout. But hey, shout out to all the people who came here, who are watching right now. Appreciate all of you hanging out right now. I kind of like a part of me, because I want to make a video about this. A part of me does want to troll some of the Oregon Ducks fans who are nearby where I live at the Spar and just go in there with my... What should I do? Should I go in there with my Raiders jersey and just be like, because I'm going to put it, I'll record it and then I'll put it in, I'll put it in a video, like the next video I do. I'll put it in there. So what should I do? Should I walk in the bar and just go, how about those Indiana who's hers? Who's hers? Mendoza, baby, let's go. Should I just say that right when I walk in and just see what happens? Record it and put it in a video? I know. So I'm gonna walk in with my I got my Raiders jacket. Did I leave it downstairs or do I have it here? Bro, now is the time, dude. Because I'm actually where all the little Oregon Ducks fans are at. So I can rock this and freaking do it. I ain't playing no fucking video games, bro. I'd rather do this shit. I cannot do Little Raider style. They will know. They've seen me before not looking like Little Raiders, so they'll be hella sketched out if they saw me go over there. So I should just go do that and just record it. How about Mendoza, baby? I'll walk in and go, how about Mendoza, baby? Who's yours? All right, I'm gonna. They probably left, dude. They're bitch made over here. They're not real fans like us Raiders fans. They leave. They leave when it looks bad. Put my socks on. All right, I might put my socks on and roll over there. Dude, I got this at a thrift store for like 20, 30 bucks. 20, 30 bucks at a thrift store. And I'm gonna get it dry cleaned too. I haven't got it dry cleaned yet. Don't sleep on the thrift stores for sports gears, dude. Get some good shit. Yeah, I'm thinking of freaking rolling over there and recording that because this game is dunzo, and you guys know it's dunzo. We lost like 40 viewers because it was dunzo. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use the restroom. I know I got a couple beers, but I feel like all right. I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. Mendoza throwing on the run on 3rd and 4. PI. Oh, they're not calling flags for Indiana because they want it to be a close game, even though it's done. You think this would be $100 at a sports store? That's what I was thinking too, dude. And I am in hipster-ass Portland where they don't give a shit about sports as much. So this shit is cheap over here, all the sports gear. Because they're all too woke. A lot of people over here. So I was like, dude, I'll take this jacket for 20, 30 bucks. Yeah. I feel like I got a really good get with this one. It's vintage too. I mean, it's like a early 2000s, maybe 90s jacket. Trying to see the. All right, so Dante Moore and the Ducks got the football, but they're still down by so much, man. So 8. It's a 3 possession game. It's a double XL though. That's the only negative thing. It's like it's a little too big. So holding on the Ducks, wow, they're fucked. Yeah. Dude, I've been thinking about having a draft party or something like that, man. Doing more games like at a live bar over here. Yeah, dude, I feel like this game is just so over. I can't go as Low Raider because I maybe I could. Do I have my do-rag? Oh, this is not a real. Should I go like this? Or, I don't know where my Lokes went though. Should I just rock these instead? Woo! How about them Indiana Hoosiers, baby? Ooh. How about that Fernando Mendoza? Who's hers? Who's hers? All right. I'll go and record it. I'm gonna go and record it right now. I'm gonna go do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna go do it. And then shit, I might not have time to make I might just pump out the video tomorrow morning super quick, and then I'll post the video tomorrow in the morning. And I'll just do it real fast. I'll do it real fast. Fuck it. I'll do it. All right, so I'm going to log off and do it so I have time while the fourth quarter is still happening, because we're just top of the fourth quarter. So I'm going to do it. Be on the lookout for the video. Appreciate you guys. Peace out. And check it out on the next video. Follow me on Instagram. I'll post a little story on my Instagram, Wi-Fi Willie on Instagram. If you want to see it a little bit quicker, I'll do it then. All right, peace, y'all. Hope you have a good one.